Busa for your mom, good evening, Akwaba. Well, good evening, Akwaba. So, Jaso Jumedi, so we're live on 101.7 FM. So, any award live or so. All the way from Shape House, Ewo Abeka Junction. We are broadcasting also to you live from Migachu FM Okukren to me and Naspa Radio UK, Kings Jersey Radio, Ewo New Jersey, Ewo High Live Radio, Ewo Virginia, and yes, live, Ewo Danfupa Media, Belgium, and Afi France. Good evening, Bio. So you are across everywhere. We are also online. Facebook page on 101.7 FM. Yes, and we're live also on YouTube on Vim Lady Online. YouTube Vim Lady Online. YouTube. You're from Vim Lady. Now still, this is the second part of NPP attempt at unity. Because they say Adena critical officially no. Yes, I'm Dr. Unity-Bawumia Basubio because officially now he's the bona fide, me teacher BBC, bona fide candidate of the New Patriotic Party. But just a quick one on airport now, rename, you know. Because you remember NPP make us say unim Dr. Bawumia de na nibra kwa kose president, former President Kuffour because some penny for one jima sa unity no ebe beans. Unity ni be beans. Because Canada Japan supporters now still said the Monday or mobile hanoma. They were threatening fire and brimstone. Said the Tibiano, Omonia campaign in Chile, Emma Bawumia. They are talking to them. Bawumia Kase who say a Jumano, just 20% no mayeno, and only primaries no. 80% of a Jumano aka a woman grassroots for mobile strengthening or more party structures no from a phenomenal national elections, I feel on regional elections, constituency elections, Nansana polling station elections, grassroots ne form or more we see a DCK jame, obisi scanner and grounds. All those issues no headache that Bawumia, so Bawumia must deal with it. And the good things about Bawumia Nakasa knows, he knows what he has to deal with. You see, because even NDC say me omo ka Dr. Computer, say NPP omo regi abato no ma Dr. Bawumia, what's your problem? We NDC ni, what is your wahala? Say your reggae elections name Bawumia, your reggae manam Bawumia. Is that your problem? That should even make your job easy. Into why is NDC even crying more than the bereaved? Say we are banimua. Abato be a bekoso Ghana, including NDC Fonka Sabato. There are problems. Fonka games. Into papa no kazam say na papa anyway fi Fonka games ana. There were Fonka games. Even 2003, I'm sure say be as papa I don't know so no NDC ni at the time. 2003 I covered NDC a year first a primaries. I was a great while ago. Between Professor Tamils and Dr. Kwesi Botwe. Papa no Satamana a year first Sylvester NDC man we won no NDC regional chairman in Ashanti region. Well even Kwesi Botwe I mean that fierce elections. Even Swedo declaration, Papa no way. Swedo declaration, because there was no elections. Ye peja Tamil since against the EFS saying Obedasam, who was the favorite at the time. And a rolling to go peja Tamil since I was Swedo say we need me double so in case closed, no elections, nothing. Fast forward 2003, NDC for elections, I don't cry no manipulations. Eko muna. It is internal elections be a melku elections cry yetwa issues beba yetwa anya dan obi beka se aye nti we enye NDC asem although NDC must be interested because you can't democracy a strengthening of democracy must happen internally and externally but I think daibo na papa no that for me no I think the issue no is about how NPP Nankasa is preparing themselves as a strong opposition party because right now no NPP if you rate them as an opposition party there Jamawi minority for only sin chedi and kabemo zero as an opposition party no NPP have been useless as an opposition party because opposition there wona buying fierce opposition not just necessarily for the sake of opposing no but opposition say buying alternative ideas zero but we NPP minority in parliament are solid first afenyo mark and then crowd for no even a super minority slim minority they are doing their best because they don't have the numbers but in terms of who they check man I'm a young man now we are about parliament even in opposition Kakre Kojo Pongoma has been very effective in parliament very solid very giving alternative ideas in economy alternative at least as an opposition because NPP is an opposition party until they return to power. Omu opposition, but opposition adwuma no. I think the minority is doing it more than a party as a political party. No, and they are beings. And that is the homework. Bawumia Pese party no omoye no, because at every point in time no, NPP for having changed their constitution, the leader of the party no is the chairman of the party. Says the chairman also yare. Ni nyina ka ho no aye beans no. Acting chairman also so he sees free a certain place no banti. Ye man kwan mo nya adwuma. It as national executive they need healing. Omu here healing. What you say? Which is why airport you omu change din NPP for because opposition adwuma say political party omo nya strong. It adwuma nya kwa kogu parliament and minority no so parliament. It yen from brand besi a friend saying changing of the airport in me I supported 100 million, a billion and a trillion %. See and changing airport nidi. There is no way. It's na ayarega de na oyanana kotoka frivota. We don't care about the tribal issues. You see, me say sometimes no, the people are almost claiming so tribalistic. No, sometimes almost no tribalistic. Ghana, the people are claiming so why is even ayarega bringing tribalism or ethnicity into this? Changing airport in simplicity. Why are you bringing tribal issues into this? Airport no is a national monument, number 1. Number 2, airport no osajifo or Ghana independence ma Ghana ebeye republic. Ghana be independent country first, and then in 1960 Ghana be republic. Obia ye ku etuno. Then the person is being glorified. Say you didn't to airport so. What is that message sending to everybody? You since you call Fourth Republic. You call Fourth Republic. You see? Obia crying ye ku any of your presidents not from Rawlings out Prez Kuffour besi Mills besi a friend saying Mahama besi Kuffour besi President Mahama Subio. Because sad by putting somebody who was part of a coup d'etat to remove Nkrumah. You didn't dig to airport so no. It's glorification of that. We don't care about what happened in the Kuno airport fire. Obia why because on mine obia or ye ku na ye treason. Ghana a criminal act mu ye ku now to abine. It means you are removing that constitution there this abine by and therefore act now why you know of removing that abine a treasonable offense. You do kotuma for life. I think it's even by death. Now only pass near the Nidia to airport. So this one there should not be any politics. That is why I have seen say NPP lady Helen Delku or no so kase na NDC for and almost omuba yi role said madam men fast same way be politics mpacho Helen Delku mi madam for no but this is should not be politics. The name on the airport no must go. Na kotoka international airport saying what you play mukra na belande o Ghana kra na omoba kotoka internet bufu kra keke remove it ebe ye kra mo fa Nkrumah din to so say nye Accra International Airport put Nkrumah's name on it, name it after Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah Airport. New York for mayor here na say omo to Abama ni New York mayor ne papa de ne to Nkrumah into the middle year me Kwame ye fa no Kwame Mandani onukura oye broni no ye de Nkrumah to no na Ghana. This is the man who fought for independence, who pushed the Ghana yenye republic, and indeed he succeeded. Na ye dinidi mo fa ni din to airport no so it shouldn't even be Accra International Airport, but at least say am fa ni din kran to so kwa we must name it Accra International Airport. But me I would have wished say am fa osajefu din to so na nye Kwame Nkrumah Airport. If other people okwa Kenya you will see streets named after Nkrumah, big buildings named after Nkrumah. Na yen Ghana ye fire airport into Nkrumah so we want to play politics with it. It's from Ayarega any Helen Delku tete from Helen Delku munyina. We do not want politics in this naming ceremony. The airport no there is long overdue. So a change of name no a long overdue. Me NPP form fine politics. We should not be justification saying na moba be change a friend say edaso. Although it makes a little sense say if the reason I did change kotokadi from airport no is that why kuda and your Rollins so why kuda ono kwa de way me no 81st one no kwa na say Rollins in guilty say 79 obeye coup because na a champion ono so nye a friend a democratically elected leader Liman was a bona fide elected leader na Rollins betu no Liman was a bona fide elected leader mama na enjoy 4 years in power be Rollins onya saying almost 20 years and for the sake of Liman to any Rollins you need Rollins circle bibi I didn't need to be a you see, so ye kasi ye kwa any ebe kone sa what I say, but I'm saying say for airport need that name must be changed. Nobody should play politics with it. NPP must not play politics with it. NDC must not play politics with it. But I am gonna start politics no, and tribalism. When you say now, oh, Kotoka Fivota region, what took Nkrumagu? And then I know the yanka. And then I know the yanka school. So Kotoka Fivota region. Because Niku no ye no ankobo water region for man ye no the coup. Volta region people did not support a Kotoka to do the coup. Volta region people did not send Kotoka Sonko to Nkrumah. There's no relationship between Kotoka and Volta region. The only relationship of Rio, that's all. Mama Mufa, some no Kosia Volta region for so. And no more Musuma Kotoka Sonbe coup, no. The name must go. Now, Mama yen dignify your airport, no, with some proper dignity. Say your airport to near. Now your airport to Pan National Monument near the Obi Awaye coup atoso. Indeed, there should be no politics. This one there should be no politics. There should be no politics. There should be no politics. Yenya there ye na fata I be glorify Nkrumah, e be glorify Ghana so be about with me the confidence. E to me I can say what I say. Aha. Yenya ne sa ni amwa na o man nko nanim no bia wasum Ghana man a woye BBC and this is what enye nenkwa na sa dey we start you okay say President Kuffour naming of Accra International Sports Stadium ene Kumasi Baba Yara obi anye hwe yedi Baba Yara to Kumasi nobody protested Accra nko yedi ohini janto so na adani asem the level ya ma politicians say divide your Ghana no is sad. Politicians because before politicians say baba na Ghana for enyina ye de ye ho ye nyina ye ninim ye ho nkrani aware agbeni aware asantini awa mimi fi oba sa ya ware ye ho tribe bia bi wo me family mu but Ghana for ya dwen ye so gullible that we allowed politicians or more objecting to divide and rule or divide one obetime rule yen eto divide one na men to ma we na ya so ya dwen ye se mi ate na edi omachi and yet development also omonye no ma shede divide ya dwen I said you try santini moje mu a black agbeni dey red and away dey I mean what kind of nonsense is that ye nyina one person ye one people your objective ni say the president mama kan Christmas what say ye ni NDC Ghana ni NPP Ghana any ye voter Ghana ni Asante Ghana ni Nkran Ghana your Ghana ba ko pe. And the earlier we reason say our Ghana back and come together, say I'm building your mind no mining kon anim no the better. Yam build your mind no mining kon anim no the better because ye den Ghana ya na ye wo. Untumi nkotena Togo na la omu nya po ankom te Ghana. Togo na nkasa kro mu nya ya ankom te Ghana. Na so betena wa ma politicians say o man na ma wa. Omu say o man ma. So let's go back to NPP for issue. No me say unity na say akwakoye issue Bawumia is calling for unity. Now no shane your friends and his statement ya ni speech or my ya or winning election no akasa na or no ase ope unity. E no hwe ken so nsema waka na nanse ya utumi se ken so unity ya no pe. Na Kennedy Japan supporters na mu de mu ye dede say na mu de monto ma Bawumia no mu amu boss and you see that's why Kennedy Japan supporters are very crucial because you see Brian Champo supporters biya ma abontin ka so mo supporting. In fact, last week, yani Dr. Ejabo from Dr. Duchum camp Kasaye. Ono so ka say they are all for unity. Ntino omo they immediately omo ko chia Bawumia no. Kwabene Japan ono so ne yere ekwo ko chia Bawumia. We have seen say omo nyina no they are all for unity. They say problem no Canada Japan supporters who are pushing Canada Japan say onko independent. Onko ye den. Onko enko ye den. You see, Canada Japan and Kase to Abewe has shown maturity by saying say. But I think that it will be in the interest of Bawumia himself, who is pushing so say he cannot lead a divided party because Bawumia leading divided party at 2028 he must as well kiss it goodbye. Onya. Bawumia na kasa tena se ada adwene am who say yes unity ni ade ebetimi ama no power na open no whether it's 2028 or 2032 unity na mbema NPP for nya power bi anti Dr. Bawumia na kasa in his speech so he's calling for unity. Now Dr. Bawumia na kasa if he is calling for unity there then he must call somebody like Abronye to order because say so far who say Canada Japan no no start atem DNA fire no we slow down. Ono kasa he's a change person ye nyina ye hu say over the last couple of unity ye hu say Canada Japan kasa we change atem didie no shada anya sa ade ni bio ni supporters ni bi dey yes ah if that is the case there and then Dr. Bawumia must call Abronye to order because this week yeah omu wie ya Abronye san be fire unity na enkosi aga na enkosi aka china why Abronye why are you doing that se mu nyina mati ase se mu pe unity a why are you doing that enti Bawumia enko force President Kuffour keke say onfa ne honji ade nim na omo ama unity mra. But you must also show good faith. Me can we acha Dr. Bawumia campo. Dr. Bawumia himself must also show good faith. They say, me kwa President Kuffour say, intervene na asumdembra. But beyond President Kuffour bebe me also must show good faith by telling Abronye say Abronye baby a okono etro unity ni entumi ma if you continue to attack Canada Japan, if you continue to attack Natoshi, even this week eka den kana Natoshi the Abronye ko court. Eka de enkana touch the Abronye court. Because how can Abronye describe Natoshi as a thief? How can you describe Natoshi as a thief? Now we are Bawumia san ko pa President Kuffour Chelsea pacho sere omona ema unity mrem. Unity for where? How can you because obi enim say Abronye fi camp Bawumia camp. Obi enim say Abronye ofi Bawumia camp. E di ofi Bawumia camp na o ba e wom say me sure say Bawumia nsoma Abronye so nko attack na Natoshi. And me sure say Bawumia he will never do that say or soma Abronye say kwana ko attack Ken. But the fact that people know say Abronye fi Bawumia camp no is the reason why I'm saying say Bawumia must call him to order. And yes our unity no any unity ni any if you don't call friend Abronye to order there is no amount of talking. There is no amount of convincing. There's no amount of persuasion. Nebema Canada Japan aba. You see, because adeya make us an Natoshi the Abronye crack court no. Some money a year first Abronye ankasa Natoshi will proceed to court. She will go to court because atem didie no doso. Seni pane wie sika. Watina this assembly common fund so. Tiade na mo fanen court. Meanwhile, Mukroya and NDC for Frank Kuffour say omumbra yoko ni ade ni for omu yen biso omasema na mo complaining. But your own people are giving a friend saying information. Yoko for information say Natoshi ye Kuffour. Meanwhile, is this the unity? Me obi enim say Natoshi no Ken camp. Nti Dr. Mahmoud, I know you are a man of peace. I know you are a man of a year friend saying, "O character, nobody can question your character." But your continuous association with Abronye no, ebema look questionable. And no crab pushy Canada Japan more say even cry unity ni ade opa, he should not support the unity. Eti Bawumia the ball is in your court. Stop Abronye now. Say who pay unity no because 2028 ni enye mo dia. They say yeah to about now. The way things are looking, accountant for say all things being equal today, as of today, yeah to about near 2028, yeah to about and this year comfortable lead. And this your comfortable lead. And the party who opponent to a comfortable lead, you know. Your job and yes somebody divide them. Munyanyan regional elections, constituency elections, police station, the munyanye. National munyanye. Say see a muni chairman. You only have an acting chairman. The party is suffering from pokobiribiri. And whilst mube use the next year to heal NPP from that pokobiribiri, no, you need to stop people say about yari be meka. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. They say under Bawumia your watch, people are attacking each other. Now you need to know Kuffour and took over President Kuffour then so President Kuffour should come and intervene. Why should President Kuffour intervene? Stop Abronye first before your next meeting. And they are no money about President Kuffour meeting. And as we speak today, President Kuffour, akokra olumaya o drain who in pension. mo kwa na mo koye de anya ni wi a na ono na mo ba be blame no mo ba be na President Kuffour ni we nkasa oni Ken ko kasa say and your people are still attacking Ken, which is completely not Bawumia's friend say is opposite to Bawumia's character. Because you see the man Bawumia on who didn't attempt kwa no asan freni panache no such a man then na Abronye ye ewo camp then Abronye ye wadanfo. In any case, if the objective ne say at the time na campaign ti fire Kennedy Japan be campaign asan Bawumia winning overwhelmingly. Sa showdown we ye Ken na ama Kennedy Japan yi Bawumia showdown we Bawumia na ama Ken showdown. It's one man showdown we ono akra dia tum say yes we dey Bawumia ma showdown ti they say DMBM what's all the insult and attack for? Obi a wo Ken camp bia mpese mo attack na ye den omo huru sticker kra omo nyina omo jai o sticker na enim say elections ye den one will win one will lose. But mama ko asema Ken can do your Ken supporter listen to what Ken said.
Said it several times that if NPP will come back to power unless we are united, and I repeat, even if you bring Jesus Christ, without unity, we cannot win election. So I'm of the opinion and the firm belief that with unity, we'll be able to win 2028. But there is a catch here. I didn't come here to, but because you raise it. See, when you want peace, two things that you need to ensure peace and unity is fairness and justice. Without fairness and without justice, it will be very difficult to get everybody on board. So I'm pleading with you, executives, to stand firm. I know pressures all over, but a situation where you have members of parliament, party executives, openly endorse a candidate. But when the others go to endorse one candidate, they ask them to go to disciplinary committee. They call and threaten. No, General, I still stand for peace. But let me give you one example, the Kumasi incident. When I was there, can you believe that the MPs who were with me, they call and threaten them? Tech, the MPs who were there, they call and threaten them. I beg you, if it continues like that, whatever we do, we cannot get unity. So you have emphasized unity, I go for it. I always talk to my people, especially one guy. When I come and watch the videos and the things he says, I say, Ish, it's no good. It won't help us. But we have women who are not party members insulting other people whom they consider not to be on their side. So what's the essence of democracy? We are not enemies. If you contest somebody, you are not his enemy. When we finish, we come together. But we are preaching unity, unity, unity. But the way things are going, it's going to be tough. So whatever you said, we take it in good faith. I'm going to continue preaching unity to get the party to power. Thank you.
The last sentence, he's going to continue to work for unity. Said about or the party ni beba power. Kennedy Japan has chosen the party over his personal interest. Into more share Kennedy Japan now uncle independent na fire burn you. Amamo answer or say on yes or say he is going to continue to work. Said the bear party ni beba power because second Kennedy Japan co independent. Sir, results na munya no 2024 no can have munya. So boys nimbe kwa kwedi nachi. Would they even look at the results of this primary? See, she voter Ibrahim Champon Kwatche. These are voter and Ebeko Kennedy Japan ho. Enti bakunye free mu say Kim. Obi a vote so better 2028 no munya. Me say elections so 2028 na year to na and can NDC ewo comfortable lead or comfortable lead. Indeed, if you are going into an election with a deficit, which is the situation in NPP now, they are going into 2028 with a deficit. Into who call deficit? This is not the time I'm talking about. Into me say Bawumia must call Abronye to order. First thing, Bawumia meeting now only President Kuffour and very good meeting, solid. What to move for but before your next meeting with President Kuffour, no, call Abronye to order. Ni program no onye, but attack on other people no onjai. Because munyina move free NDC or move free NPP. The focus should be on NDC. Giving NDC for a run for their money. They said the Omama NDC suggest oh ye nemu airport, oh ye ni say a hatch, ye ni say. This is how you run a nation. Baby a cover democracy ni free no. Uko Britain now ko he. Said the omo the conservative one e power. Labor for criticize you, more criticize you, more suggestion. Ye ni say nka ye ni say because money omo nyina dia. America and now buy ya. Republicans na ya dia to say the omo ya ice ni eme. But shit the way Democrats for no more show down, me no show down na ye fian e fon. Because almost more MPP for problem ni bi. Democrats for more MPP for problem ni bi. Inti MPP for no more strategy you cry more the co-election, which is only idea na lawyer question can no say a GFA for strategy. Election way strategy na MPP for the court to aban. And na lawyer question a GFA for strategy. Say sa na GFA for to aba. O man no top to bottom. It is a top no ya won crowd for our top no na we all lie. E wona nke o say Canada Japan call for no should have stopped the insult. Na nke wo so imagine call, but imagine na nko. O imagine nko. Enom de atem didi san mu ye no na ke say uni obi a wo political strategy no I study because masa political strategy na wo baby e wo what you say e wo baby e wo and the one to bo na wa anye wo homework ye pe ubenya problem ubenya big problem. That's what I'm saying say Bawumia must first call Abronye to order. But let me take you to Bawumia na me sambra back.
Yo na picture ben na no and this is for the chese mami o.
Debi move film we dey obi dia na waye munjai said dem for person mo attack Samira. We will not allow anybody to attack Samira. And the oma sheda Samira me okoye yini maye finigu ame fire no but onye ade a mamu ene de AI wo ho nti Ghana for no to mu picture bia say na Samira ebu ye friends afenyo mark ye ni che sometimes me see some perspective is very important and AI aba and also picture obi gina baby no twa. I mean all these things are trivial issues. It's not for national development. Maye ye ho e kra free on enhwe ne ma beboa. And Bawumia speech na me hwe ne Bawumia has said say on there from day one he's for MPP and it is in his own interest. But see beyond that the fact say what Bawumia interest mo no Bawumia na kasa so has demonstrated that he wants the best for MPP. From 2012, Bawumia be popular. For 2008, and Bawumia by Bawumia's popularity shot into the skies in 2012 election petition. Look at how he carried himself. Look at how or no sacrificing when he was the key witness in the election petition. But you see, he wasn't just the key witness in the election petition. It was part of the strategy to market Bawumia. Satana Canada Japan soon that year crash or so president or no president as seven fan. He was all for say obe pushing the businesses. And it's our time na election petition Bawumia you and I were not there. This one is quadruplicate, triplicate. He was marketing himself. But over the years, I think that to a large extent Bawumia has shown say he wants a united MPP. And now that he's the candidate, a united MPP no bebo no. So I wasn't surprised when I saw this story on GH1 say Yama Bawumia award as the most saying tolerant person. I think saying he deserves it because at least what Bawumia character na or the Seninu President Mahama Bawumia character or the Seninu President Mahama they are very tolerant. Oh yeah no cry on my on so. But there should be no reason why somebody who is of a tolerant character should entertain Obi Odidin Kuffour at them or Odidin opponent at them, even when they are from the same party. There's no way. And the first thing about Bawumia is to call a first Abronye to order. And then we're calling it to order, you know, na Bawumia semno, to me abem. And we say, okay, FM, a story be, flyer be near they bought Samira Basu, because you can't take away the fact that among all so far candidates are, or make Jiname at almost Benina. Samira has not just been a second lady, a former second lady. She's been very involved in the politicking. She's been very involved in the campaign. She's been very involved in term Ghana, yeah, political history. Yeah, very, very involved. She's trying to get to the level of Nana Akufo-Addo. That is where she's trying to get to. Say, baby, Nana Akufo-Addo politics image do yeah. In President Rawlings Abemuno, Nana Akufo-Addo was not just a first lady. She was a very active participant. And not just with 31st, even before our 31st December women movement, Nana Akufo-Addo was a very, very active political figure in Ghana's politics. And Samira Peso or didn't Honkono. Enti Nana Akufo-Addo of blessed memory, Anamono, and Samira Peso Otutuno. Now she said, baby, Nana Akufo-Addo do ya no so beti me do, and she's done a good job. Menye ni bi bia or no, and amene no for instance, before elections, me fire no so many times that Samira Gumaya Fino. Na say Bawumia winner, you become the first lady, the first ever in the history of Ghana who kremoni. There's no reason why also eja umaya fini, because you are not just, you are a symbol to all the inkremofon call amaya ni nyina, that you can wear your jihad and still be a solid woman t-shirt. Mafaya no bebre. Enti enye me enanka me yete bia propaganda na me ya na se bi na mba be kamfo no enye menye ni spokesperson, but I'm saying say baby Nana Akufo-Addo the political participation of women, especially a man tanya politics and kakra na so omoye politics ye she de di omotem eju ni boss who ni akukudura, you just can't get there. So for Nana Akufo-Addo to set that pace, Nana Akufo-Addo ne colleague oni omoye sa how are Yakubu Ogede, I mean the modern day politicians and man they bebre to win do sa level. Bebre to win do sa level. But we Nana Akufo-Addo fewer. That is where Samira comes in. So far, all the first ladies are banokrad here. We Nana Akufo-Addo sin Chenya Samira. She's really done a solid showing. Because President Kuffour, you don't know your nest into a laid back. What has we Samira fewer? Now the omo makano eba President Mama yere on pen who asem. So man for so pass a speech be uncle kana baby uncle on pen who. She wants her husband to do his job. No behind closed door. But Samira, no. She's an active participant. And the OKFM post, yeah, she's a strong rumor. Oh, yeah, it's true. Nobody, you own penasem. Oh, yeah, there. You can't take away this fact from Samira Bawumia that she's been one of the key instruments in a friend Nikuruno win. And Ghana political discourse. She's been a very, very active participant. So she's done a good job. She's done a good job. And just before Dr. Kuffour and Rebecca said, we'll look at the beyond just the primaries. Where is NPP go? Is unity possible? Canada, Japan, they were cast out, but said and the supporters nano. Bekache, almost say Canada, Japan, Kakra still train manokra. I will give you a short reminder. Said the supporters in Biba. Almost say they beat that. Train Canada, Japan cry. It doesn't matter what he has said. What can say unity crowd or still on bear campaign we'll look at all that, but on the airport issue they have stated my position. Say so now assume first you changing name of the airport. No. Let me read just your quick comment and sana bones was oti 10 buildings down by Samira equating to Nana Akufo-Addo. Okay. There's no evidence. Samira, more speculation. Money evidence to cry. You are more interested in speculation. For evidence, but then you can say that Joseph Jabasi, if I love you, Joseph, I love you back too. Why? Your friend said, we say that shows say Bawumia it's a bad person. Say Bawumia to her. Nasa or shechre. Nasa Abronye yen Kuffour. Ade. Say Bawumia so or a bad person. No comment or they ban no. Frank or say Ken said this early in the campaign, but they are listening. Now, after all the insult on Ken left and right and the top down approach, down Bawumia is calling for unity. It's too late. Well, still Ken see unity. Yeah, two abani we now see unity. Ken has not changed his position about unity. Still I see unity. In the mona monte Ken, asama kind, still I can see unity. On your be our pay a year friend saying. And Abronye will say if you are on our unity as busa Ken. There na yente that insulting the Onwanka Sakura and Shasye. And Ken cannot also insult people and now turn around and be calling for a unity when it suits him. Okay, Abronye and also say more can say he can also a young Crawford that therefore they call for unity no at this time no so to and also ye delayed. Okay. Abronye will to say Kusi and Rikus. Or sister, if you are now Canada, Japan has spoken to us. So yeah, connected in your so on your makasa. Yet his words to us doesn't descend. He can choose to be family and friends with Bawumia. We will say goodbye to him. Yeah, dear, we are connected to survive. Also, I'm there. Ken asemno omufayo. Asemo Ken so amani. Unkofo ne se omunti o. Enti omo se wo de oni Bawumia be kwa akosere a oni ne nkosere. Omo de omo aka na omo aka, they are still connected. Nti until say omo mbese say omo adwon dey still about me omo ntwe man. Well, omo also amasem no they are also entitled to their opinion. But we bet me so join here with your opinion just before Dr. Kuffour beba, because Dr. Kuffour is one of the people also vie for national office. He has also said say only unity and ebema NPP for na ba power. Nye unity pa dia and 2028 in the adwuma hunu. Omo pa omo nkonom TB wo baby. Na yes, dia pass on beba power there. Enya de on beba power. That's what he's also saying. Because now NDC, like I'm saying, NDC is in a comfortable lead. What is a comfortable lead? Gold board you may refinery obey. I remember saying people for time so musi gold refinery. So gold refinery never hin. Because right now what we know no, there Sami je fimo ye no. Nti gold refinery na before ko fa India for bio no mko for mo buy. Where is the gold refinery? Mama call Bernard on kind of message. Bernard they say, if yeah, I realize Abronye must be called to order, but late. Baby a drone there, late. Henry say, as we speak now, Canada Japan platforms we see what his people are saying about Dr. Bawumia, any MPP. Inti, what are you saying? If you see, Canada Japan mo platform, so I'm saying omu gusu didi Bawumia tem. Inti, if you are saying now say Bawumia say unity omu gusu didi na tem. Nana Pias Ken cannot win as an independent candidate. Inti omu tu no say unco independent. Omu tu no ye. One needs a strong party structure on the grounds. In all the 275 constituencies, okay, 77 and 76, I think, before one can make an attempt. That is why only NDC and NPP and a win elections. So, Abronye will say, if you are now power na NPP for pen, no NPP that power that bang. 2028, they said the wow kind of communia. Henry Asan baby, Henry say, but your people are always the first to attack. Which people? Bawumia people, and I say, which people now okay? Because many people be a woman. Yourself, all you have said and you are still saying is making a lot of sense. Sister, trust me. It was Bawumia who brought Abronye and all the system he's using. It's on your attack, no. And you be Bawumia na ne kofa Abronye baye. And if you tell him some stop on, on to me stop on it because on no one and or didn't buy. Ghana live and see if you are Bawumia benefiting from insults na Abronye insulting no. And it's in the right direction if you are asking Bawumia to call Abronye to order. Because yes, I know Bawumia unity need or boa or kasa chere dan. Bernard, I think my count but see the man Bawumia is the one behind Abronye was on the same way as an baby. Albert say KNUST changed to UST and later it was changed to KNUST. Or can about airport no mu change, you know, which I have supported 1,000,000% say yen change airport needing. I bet to see if ya Afenyo's uncle was named after Kotoka because he was born in February 66, so many years later. The family has changed that Kotoka name because the family realized it's a folly. So why can't Ghana change but any Afenyo uncle? Afenyo can't just say any uncle, any Kotoka. Afenyo papa free water, but me sure say what can't baby I say any uncle? No, I don't know. I stand to be correct. I don't know that. That's why I don't want to support your claim. No, Manteo say if this will create chaos and anarchy, I'll suggest we name it Ghana International Airport. Period. Naming it Ghana International Airport will bring an end to all the brouhaha. Okay, and also nearby Ghana International Airport. But I think Accra International Airport is in order, or Nkrumah International Airport is also in order. I'll say why was Nkrumah overthrown? It's the very reason why Kotoka's name must be maintained. We should have our first interchange named after we used to have our first interchange named after Sankara, even a coup hero in Burkina Faso. Patrano something a change Sankara, you know, because we had no reason to name ye interchange after Sankara. Our coup will be manso. and it was Rollins and they taking that decision because when you say Rollins only coup d'etat Nibia was similarity because Rollins who you coup, so he was glorifying coup d'etat, but in a democracy system a person push we will not glorify a coup d'etat. Enti say afenyo can what fani kotoko we will not name the airport after him. No, it sends a wrong message. So be me ku no meji ni din da be ku na beji udin sa de ha ne he da bi Abronye will say you people are tolerating intolerance. Stop behaving as if people or see as if people say they won't support what what will cause and I don't even understand. Are they the only people in Ghana? Bawumia only need to focus on working hard and be able to convince Ghana about his new policies. No, and by force, unity, your force. Okay, now Jenny say yen say you push it say on your unity talks, unity, your force. Junior say, to me. Station any Bawumia followers no will make the work hard for Bawumia pa. To me now, so they also need to be spoken to. Some the ane some use some TV station, radio station, Didi, Canada, Japan, and Crawford atema. Don't forget some more operating from a deficit too. Mon Crawford over 2 million voters. Nantoa banamamo. Omantoa mamo. And it's a muko attack Canada, Japan, Crawford. You are the ones who are going to lose. Patrick, I also bonus. I don't understand. He wants to create a problem where there is no problem. J. Akinsi, we don't know anything about this NPP. Okay, I don't know. Okay, also who is insulting someone after the primaries? Okay, minim they also cannot. And Kuffour Bebre is insulting to Nana. Good evening, Tema Comtina for you. Why? Chiamunina, Mamma, what Tema Comtina or Yehudu no. Once a Comtina girl, always a Comtina girl. I say born and buffeted. Me I Tema General Hospital. Born and buffeted. So Tema is in my blood. Tema is in my blood. Dixon, I say if you have pinned the message, pin this message. Ken will be president. Okay, I say you pin message ni mano. Now Ken will be president in 2028. On whose ticket? Ken Nankasa so he's not interested. Rather Ken Kasa untiana. Ken no Kasa untiana. Or see or no, he's all for unity. Now say if he's all for unity, now say man the video na me born. Or see he will continue to work for NPP to come to power. Sana Ken kan into the end saying. Abronye will say I have resigned from NPP and wish them well, but I can't vote for Bawumia. Well, your choice. You have every right to resign. Me see constitution your freedom of association. Obia all right to join a ko bia ope. What you say? Obia all right to join a ko bia ope. It also joining NPP Biema now joining NDC Biema. It is your absolute prerogative. What you be to me for so? You know. Wa semo. Yeah, obey announcement actually. And fire. Franco Usuda said Nanado called for unity when power came. He sidelined alliance people. The same na Bawumia and Kuffour also here. They are calling for unity, but he's using other people to attack Kennedy Japan supporters. What is he talking about? Okay, Franco Usuda fire Bawumia so cylinder from Star BAB. Ali Abdul Wahab, so we are all changing. Period. Also na no. Annie Morgan or say Kennedy Japan trained Abronye to insult. Inti anesa Abronye dia kwatena ne dia na no so di atema odinechi ono an e kire said e obi ani atem wo na tu ni Oma FM. Abronye is just following him. Daniel Amankwa no say people need jobs and you are changing names in Africa. Say yan kan che NDC ni aban say Kuffour hia adwuma enye de omu hia any change of name. Change of name no will not create any job. Into uncreated jobs, thank Kuffour nye binye. Akwesi Boakye say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should really talk to Abronye, especially him being the regional chairman. In fact, Osha Abronye, constituency regional down na NPP for luzu omu seat no one pe na omunya omu luzu niya. This is the homeworker. And also Abronye spending the time doing, not insulting people. What you say? David they say I have resigned from David Nebi also are resigning. Izo say, keep the fire burning, Sister Fia. You made me remember your days on Adom FM burning issues. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Dixon also been pinning message on there. So no, about one can any day. Where's the showdown? Is loading for 2028 against Bawumia. Hey, just a more can the all kind of monte young. Ajimaidan so say, Sister Fia, please, how can God sit with Satan? But when you God and Satan, we elections. I say house of folk ne ye first kotoko when you God and Satan and fire yi bia mbam you otan hunu bia mbam. This is not God and Satan matter bia but what I say mo ye mo politics even NDC ni NPP cry and can say God and Satan omu nyina omu ye opponent kwa uko hu omu a they enjoy together, they enjoy their life together. In fact Abronye party asami je fi ye do no omu ko ye ne NPP for sami ukufie ukwa NDC for nti mama adwene nye primitive sa what you say mama adwene nye akire sa just join open views and no share Eric Moore say I will not vote just go fonti so omudi onte hwi omuti osite on to Bawumia osite on to Bawumia na ya so ono de obeto ama Bawumia for 2028 oso on de obeto nti obi ane na adwene okay akwasi broni akwasi so NPP should forget about Ashanti region vote because we cannot sponsor them anymore after 2016 election Nanado only knew his family and friends nti Ashanti region they also amonto ono so just a protest and then they protest protest and for ye okay Abidi also keep the fire burn okay Abidi I saw your message nti o person obetime use link no now so they aba be kire o dey whether unity is possible or not what I say that's where we are whether unity na Bawumia can is it possible girl sister see if the delegates are above their votes are able to vote their numbers to choose Bawumia then we are waiting for them to vote again in the election or say delegates so omo aye ready so beto ama Bawumia ene omo so omo aye ready omo de omo kokromote twen Bawumia general elections so omo beto etia no okay ma me hwe bento say efia okay mbacho mama main didi atem I mean if you had the decency and respect ne adwumatia you can say whatever but don't disrespect anybody what you say Raymond say presidential debate bill no should be passed ne hwe debate about Bawumia be yeah or say if how can we defend Bawulaya for 2028 because your mom to be defending you know so mom to no Edmond say NPP will go into opposition to 2040 Edmond ye ja also be opposition ono so na dwen no Mawuk or say Ken is my people's party to ono de ono team Ken forever and Oros or see team Ken we move mo so mo to ni bi no Alberta Gani or see we should make so much hey about Brian Champion's performance. Ken did similar to Alan. Now you see what happened to Ken in 2026. Okay, or say ye dede bebre e fa vote na Brian Champion nya ye na or to one o ma sabotage no said omudi bi ye Alan no. Ya wo bi nim say we I will where Ken goes so call so be ko baby a Ken be ko. Okay. And na Kobe Boa for see no Ken no vote. They are not joking. And what can America for they ain't joking. Because someone told me about me, they ain't joking anywhere. Kwame Yeboah say my issue is stealing and looting public funds in Ghana. In fact, that is a big national issue that we must talk about. Okay. Simon Konja, also good evening, Vim. I'm going for NDC cards. Simple. NPP is not serious. Hey, protest vote no doubt. So NPP for I hope you are listening. Protest vote. Okay. Voice of the people was a voice for reason. Say Ken shouldn't mind them. Omu nyina ye hypocrites o sin kofo no calling for unity no nya atwom ko a edi o still on the ogina Bawumia obeto ama Bawumia Paco say from Rotterdam 70% of Ken supporters are from NDC. They are just sabotaging NPP omu nya genuine well punchline and obi so dropping no against Kennedy Japan supporters so say mo ye NDC for inti mo nya NDC for ampacho clear you mon clear mudin Martin Eshan say, I'm NDC sympathizer, but Brian Champon is the future of NPP and Kwabene Japan. As NPP national chairman, no, just they say there, it will not be bad at all for Kwabene Japan. I think no so a point. Also, it will not be bad at all for Kwabene Japan to come back as NPP national chairman. Ajima Dan Swiss Defia, please make us know the 10 sins of Kennedy Japan. Why Ken is fighting for NPP, but it was used against okay. So Ken was fighting for NPP, but Omo used against Kennedy Japan. And Omo control the 10 sins of Ken. For that reason, on one to Bawumia. Ebenezer Jine Kusiefia, what most of the NPP guys are doing, Omo IQ low. They don't understand the genesis of party. We don't follow individuals, so we follow the party. Okay, Abronye we so NPP for no Omo say Omo nto Bawumia no Omo low IQ because Omo nim party na bakwasema. Onko mbe hu say yem to ma individual, ye to ma party no. Kusi or see we will show the delegate that we are more than them. Gia semaba. Or show mbe chere delegates since we are more than them. Felix Haibo or say I and my family are voting for NDC for the first time because of Bawumia. Or say in the family omo tuama NDC simple. George or say from UK no was no can no vote na Brad George who vote or Ghana there also wo UK also unity is impossible because no can no vote almost say so madwene omo fa hombro for aken abeka they are not going to vote for Bawumia Jacob Makan message no Ebenezer say no can no vote they are not kidding. Franklin say Nana Kofi Mpacho meba ho or say if they are all NDC you don't mind them omo send message in omo dey send message omo NDC for omo nya for Ken bia Eric Opon say voting for Bawumia like I will sleep or so beto ama Bawumia de nkobeda obeda hwankro mo onto ma Bawumia da. Fellas say they should be joking that NDC for tom Bawumia otum. Raymond say Bawumia should go for interviews if he has a message. Uncle interview no mubusa no questions or messenger. If I dance so or see we are not going to vote to tom. Let the delegates know muji sika koto abama Bawumia no mo munko koto aba. Kusisi okay let them say we are NDC supporters. Yeah choro mo nyansa no. Omo say did he attempt say yen Ken supporters NDC supporters oh yate. Kwame Yeboah say there is no way I and my family will be voting for Bawumia. I have stopped voting since the current NPP national executives any polling station chairman. I was a polling station chairman at Tonsu Kuwait. Till Abronye muso mo NDC or chair baby or so NDC. Also a polling station chairman wa Tonsu Kuwait. Inti mo amuka to NDC once wa chair baby or watch now. And also enya no cry. Abronye we say Felix was they will cry in 2028. The omo yen Bawumia obesuma ma. Mohammed Touch or say Kennedy supporters should not scare anyone. United we stand. Yen change he. Yeah, united behind Bawumia. Frank also say Bawumia is going to the next election by justifying his inclusion. If he gets high percentage, NPP will maintain him. If he gets low percentage, then NPP na because he is a popular person. After Mahamano, Bawumia na the next popular person. Ono so na sema odi abano. Nana ya say if ya or say me wo Massachusetts na make sure no you too much. Nana ya agobo nsha why. Thank you for watching us. And Mawuk maintain or say John Bodu is the national chairman. On na oba. It's no shaking. Oba besiesie niema. Evil Lib Pro. I don't know if I got your name or see. Omu nyina afia omo send message ni nyina mo NDC for. Oma sheda. And on person almost started confusion within NPP no. David say 2028 I predict 25% for Bawumia. Mark it today. Oh nye hute. Losing na no be lose no. Bawumia is going to the next election by justifying his inclusion. If he gets high but Makan with the Garabi or say I am Marcus. Ken can stay in NPP and we his supporters are waiting for him in opposition to 2032. 2032 Omra Ken buy a better man. Augustina or say Brian's involvement in the primaries no, was just a ploy by NPP to weaken Ken's vote. Okay, or say almost share that and almost cover Brian a champion by said the best second the Japan vote no. Ono so that I do best when say Kennedy has the grassroots oh, I'm really pained the I am ja or say if I'm purely MPP but I am yate Kennedy eluzu akwesi boache say hopefully MPP will listen to their silent voters. They don't shout but sankophone nyina so will vote. So mo ka so mu tie delegates but mu tie yan ayaka no they will cry in 2028. Jacob or say the party no is scatter. Nanado no and what any party into this scatter party here wo say Ken Cheddar and Alan omo balai kakai omo so be say MPP for vote in 2028. Bawumia is going to the next okay my kind of message what sound the ababia me you so my kind of message why yeah mobi school sending it there Felix Ahimbo Felix so my kind was say when the fundamentals are wicked the exchange will expose Bawumia in 2028 on the MPP new no start here Bawumia against Bawumia no Jerry Edmond say Ken is good for MPP so no can no vote akwesi akwa should stop lying to achim down people no yen to ma MPP for tom you dan so amwa say yes nothing can change our mind no can no vote why na ejina Kingoro say good evening if ya I'm hoping Ken will come back in 2028 as an independent candidate because baby ejina there why na ejina Yeboah say in fact his excellency John Mahama will not jail Chairman Wood to me we will not just vote for him again. Chairman Wood to me no. Or say Ken bloggers and fans are coming together to form what they call base Ken must quit. Okay. Or say Ken base no mo nyina ye one. Almost almost force group be say Ken must quit. Omo push Ken so on jai MPP. So mo dia no. Oro say my party MPP has been hijacked by mafias. na mafia someone twaba ye beto atia omo Mohammed say Bawumia is going to the next election no but Ken supporters no God they are better. Okay, minim way na okay say if Abronye continues his attack he should be suspended from the party. Simple. If this is not about calling Bawumia so until Abronye or continue I'm suspending no. Long live Dr. Bawumia and long live NPP. Emmanuel Saka message no Gucci Makan message was say I was a polling station agent in 2028 was Sewia Prabon enti omo amuka say NDC for ye NDC o so ono so ne de no ye pure NPP and so on to Bawumia enti ono ne de no Rufai say my sister I want to ask all those who said they are not going to vote for NPP. They say if Ken should have won the election and Bawumia fans they more expected to Ken na what are they talking about? Clifford Chamber for say if you are good job now you know sister Monica say number 9 no 10 Bawumia camp okay or no so minim the number 9 no 10 naturally Akosi Broni say I would never vote for Bawumia because of how the voting went in the northern part of Ghana. We voted for him massively for him in all the can areas but on one call for no cry and no they were doing tribal politics in the south. Okay, Emmanuel say Dr. Bawumia has come to stay whether you like it or not. They can go to hell. Oro say my party NPP no has been hijacked by my face. Ajin Kusi message or the buy no Ajin Kusi my main kind because I cover anymore say what new vision can Bawumia bring to his credibility? He was central to the administration of Nanado's government. Haircut near there buying ye bonds 11 in he was behind it. On one cause NPP for losing today be no deba. Enti no munyina so omo ntoma no. Ade my dan so say let them joke what no mo kase yen na NDC for. Yesi em to Bawumia no emma no. Omo de omo ntia omo ntena no mundi agro. Franklin Asan baby mo say if ya no real NPP ni will say they will not vote. Omo nyina omo ye NDC for a few omo. Eric Opon say but the NPP has already know they will lose 2028. Into omo campaign omo ye nyina omo trend 2032 omo nim say 2028 no. NDC afa de ne dada. Georgina Bafo, or say if you have please tell your Baulaya that he will never be president in Ghana unless he follows his Fulani wife. But wait there, you are being personal. Send a message that is subjective. Don't be personal. His wife has got nothing to do with his candidature. Emmanuel Jinekusi, if you don't worry yourself, cry. If they like it, they should vote against Bawumia. Obianim himself, his future no is there. Girl sister say no can no vote on the Ojina and Ojina no can no vote. We say it pains me that Ken didn't win, but I beg pa we should all come on board for 2028 please. Though I'm not a member no also no onim or NPP ni but I say mo or ye Ken ni papa but omu nyina come together. Afi Nicholas I say Ghana we all know NPP and NDC voting say net here we don't care about the country because say Ghana for baby they don't care omo aye omo NDC MPP no o say Bawumia ene ne nkofo ni nyina mo ye destroyers well we say I love you Vim lady boss I love you back why appreciate you Abronye we to message long live my beloved MPP ono so ne de no the message I was sending man or sakwa no afi so no David they say all Bawumia followers no are there because of money and for Bawumia but he has already lost the 2028 elections so Bernard they say today we are weeping but tomorrow no, we will laugh. Okay, Emmanuel Asan baby on say NPP never dies since enya their party be gu Ken betina mu onko baby ah we say if ya Ken came because of a Japadie book okay say Ken no a Japadie need to no buy you said about be hwe say enema be corrected. Benjamin Yurenchi say I love you Vim lady more fire Pacho I love you back I appreciate you why Oros I say one and only Vim lady Oros thank you so much afi dankwa say madam MPP delegates no omo fo say ye nyina e wo MPP no sebi ejimi ana for me I'm not voting for any party but I'm voting for my Ken. It is a Ken in the ballot paper no so I meant to ono so no taking an aim at the delegates so amount to a money candidate. Rufai say all those who are saying Bawumia will lose omo NDC for to mefia enfio they are not independent minded. Joseph say good evening Vim lady be quiet people say if no Ken they will vote for NDC or say be quiet for also say second and Madi ani omo beto ama NDC but be quiet for if you look at the history of be quiet omo to MPP omo to NDC da. So I don't know what you're talking about in Bekwai. Bekwai dey na okay. Bekwai asante Bekwai no. And I say she be quiet now. Okay, Augustine, I'll say let Kuffour start to talk. We are eager to listen to him. Okay, Honorable Kuffour fixing the camera in here. Nana Kuffour, mami tio, all the way from UK. Nana Kuffour, what do you think?
Yeah, good evening, Vim lady, and
Good evening. Is unity possible?
Well, with the MPP, I mean, for now, no, it is raw. On the way now, election is not even less than a week, so the head and the winner is raw. But unity, yeah, there might be some semblance of unity after some years because one of the advantages time heals wounds. And then when I elected Bawumia quite early, 3 years to go. So there's a lot of water to pass under the bridge. So possible, yeah, there might be things they will be talking, the likes of um, um, like Nana Komia and the rest, the good communicators in MPP and in Bawumia's camp, they'll be able to cross over to be able to talk to Ken's diehard supporters. Yeah, I don't know. So with time, the 3 years now, things will, I mean, smoothen, and then obviously there might be some semblance of unity because one, the optics are totally against MPP and Bawumia in 2028. So if you don't do the unity aspect, and you see, Bawumia must not just walk and talk, but he must live the idea of unity and show it practically, whereby making overtures, whereby trying to suck people who are like stubborn, transigent, and causing all these mayhem. Yes, everybody knows that Bawumia is a gentleman. He will not, and cry anything.
Yeah.
But Mr. Kusibu Africans sent me some time ago. Or say, who call a party, Nasa only in Preko na Eco Party. Yeah, because then, you know, they will be part of it. So, and you know, see, now why flag bearer, no? Try to be able to stamp your authority, and then Ghanaians are watching. They will see whether you can be decisive and take harsh and drastic decisions, like trying to stamp on your authority on the party, the likes of Abronye. Elections are over. Why then do you come still insulting, inciting, causing mayhem? What you here? It's not necessary. So these are the things going to President Kuffour to ask for him to mediate and win. Yes, it's good. That is a good way. But you should also make that effort whereby call Abronye to book. Make it public. Oh, so what for Abronye to book? You call the others, the cookers and the rest to book. Won't to me a radio and TV station. What catch a won't to me, Charlie? All those in Obia can suspend the person. Well, you must say yes. You are for unity for real. Because look, at the end of the day, I always say there is no politician in Ghana who can stand as an individual or independent and win election. You need these two
The party machinery, no?
exactly. The NDC, the MPP. These are parties that are entrenched because that is how our democracy has become. We talk about multi-party system, but honestly, it is a two-party state. One, and you either belong to MPP to win or NDC to win. You can't go and win. And then because of that, your party is structured in such a way. There are a lot of disunity. So talk about the unity, but also make the bold effort. Put in structures. Call people to book. Call executives to suspend. So now you are the leader of the party for the next 4 years. So call people to book and suspend Abronye and the rest and call them. But yet, visiting President Kuffour, Nanado, the other elders to be able to call people to book new. But you yourself, one kasaso, be your own man, because the tag of you not being your own man is still there. It's still lingering on. So these are the things that media I talked about here. He should make that conscious effort on peace and unity, because Ken has said it. Ken is a party man. Ken, the love for
So do you don't think say for call no more call on Ken say on free mo na nko because supporters be so mo for me Okobi to push. Do you don't think say Ken bet tie?
No, Ken will never, and then Ken will never leave MPP.
Okay.
He's MPP true and true. And then Ken knows. You see, people are talking from head and then emotions near there. Yes, some die-hard supporters of Ken will not vote for Bawumia. Honestly, yeah. They should try as much as able to get these people. When they say no Ken, no vote, they really mean what they are saying. They won't. But Ken will not leave MPP. Ken is MPP true and true. He knows that his life, yes, apart from his businesses whatsoever, but MPP has contributed a lot to where he is today. And then he knows. They don't think that Ken is a very clever man. He's a smart man. He knows that, you see, without a vehicle MPP, his presidential ambition, a better consume. What do I say? A better consume.
Without the MPP, no, Ken presidential ambition, a better assume.
No, yes.
But do you think that with his age, so I can say we'll train for the next round now, which will be 2032, because for now, no, Bawumia is a candidate for 2020. Can Ken make it for 2032? And they should look at maybe Brian Echampo and another person.
Ken can still make it. Nanado, look at Nanado. Nanado became the president the first time. At what age?
Yeah, he was old. He was almost
in his 70s. Yeah. Look at Trump. It's all about living a healthy life. It's all about becoming quite active. It's all about becoming active and then supporting the party that wants to you, that you can carry, be on the party's ticket to go. And then, you see, Vim lady, a lot of people have forgotten that this 3 years is a long stretch. Anything at all can happen. If you listen to Ken's concession speech, he told the people, relax.
Yes. You never know tomorrow.
And it's true. You never know. And as much as people have made prophecies or whatever, and what we are all failing to realize is that Professor Frimpong Watine, Dr. Nyahuta Maklo, has filed a suit in the Supreme Court to scrap the delegate system. If they should win this case within these 3 years, sir, what happens to the... Yes, that's what people have not realized that. If they should win this case, because if they should win this case, Supreme Court will mandate all political parties in Ghana to institute the structure whereby party-bearing card members with good standing should vote and select their flag bearer. So there might be legal issues. So even Bawumia's way might be called into questioning.
But when you say no will affect going forward, maybe not taking retrospective effect against.
It depends on the ruling. It will all depends on the ruling.
Okay. Because
if they rule in such a way that the ruling affect retrospective results way back, maybe the past 4 years or past 2 years, it will call in question Bawumia's even eligibility.
Well, usually no court decisions don't take retroactive effect.
Yes.
It looks forward. Yeah.
So that is it. So depending on the next one, and then like we said, 3 years is a long stretch. Anything at all can happen. But all that the MPP needs to do, market your candidate, but at the same time, don't burn your bridges. There was one guy writing that those MPP supporters have low IQ because they said they won't vote for. I mean, what an insult. How can you say that? Low IQ. These are people, they are expressing their feelings, they are hurt. So it's better you reach out.
So nobody should rubbish them for okay.
You should rather reach out to them. Well, reach out to them, say that, look, my friend, it's election. There will be a winner, there will be a loser. At the end of the day, we are all one family. If there is a protocol, there is a house supporter. One will win, one will lose.
Yeah.
But let's all come together. Do you say? Because what people are saying is true. And then I was stealing myself and watching a friends at Kumasi race course market. The way the women are very angry that they won't vote for Bawumia.
It shows they will do a lot of work.
Exactly. So there's a lot of work, even in Ashanti region, which is their main way, that they have to reach out to people. That no matter what it is, people are hurt. I know it's early stages, but I believe that with time, time heals things. But you have to consciously reach out to people and say, hey, you know what? We are all one family. We are one family. So let's come together pulls resources together and support Bawumia. Because they see the optics are against him already. Because, like we said, the Christian brigade, in Ghana and Ukraine are against him. And apart from that, remember,
I don't know, is it genuine that the Christians are against him? And Kuffour and share the pushes that narrative and say Christians are against him.
Vim lady, Ghanaians in particular, we are hypocrites. Yes, trust them.
A pass.
And Well, and you see, in every democratic country in this world, look at the history. When you go to the US, there's this Christian fundamentalist that no matter what, they will vote for Republican.
That's true.
If you go to India, the Hindus will always vote for the BJP party. What you say? But they won't vote for the CP party. If you come to England, where I live, especially in Kent, they will always vote for the conservative. Why? Because that is where their Christian hub is, where the Archbishop, where the formation of the Church of England, everything Anglican was. So they will always. So that element is there. Ghana and I say, you said that you be na ya chewe yempese be yenim na asofa said that preach on sorry na ya can be very subtle, but it is there.
Okay,
it is there. So it is there, because like one person said something, said now they are council, so will not vote for any northerner, because when they look at this election, look at how
somebody sent a message like that.
And it's going around in the social media now.
Oh, okay.
Because people are posting it. I think was it Kabori something or so, one Kabori way, where all the candidates but Bawumia got 0. So all the delegates in that particular constituency, about 100, Bawumia, and then you Japan, whatever the rest on the phone, they all go 0. Wow. So the people started pushing that. So now, is this one tribalism or not? So it means that the Northerners are thinking that they are wiser than the Southerners are now. You understand? What about if the Southerners also decide to vote that way for their people? But
that's why we shouldn't make it about the ethnicity. It should be genuinely say why never Ghana.
All these things are things that they need to talk about, and they need to dispel it, and they need to have that notion cleared that yes, these things don't augur well for we. But we have a lot of work to do.
We have a lot of Ghana democracy.
Exactly, because our democracy needs to deepen. We are not going back, no matter how.
Maybe a quick one on the airport name change, because that's also a big issue.
I was about to say that. Media, I totally 110% support you. Either we name it Nkrumah Airport or Accra Airport. I say Nkrumah Airport because at the end of the day, Osagyefo name there, it has to be immortalized. What I say? Why do we celebrate a coup leader who even overthrew Nkrumah? So people are saying, oh, okay, and I could take. No, this is long overdue. It is long overdue. A champion should have changed it long time. I don't know why a champion didn't change it. It is long overdue. They have to. I mean, people can tell you, yes, then they did but it has to be done. It has to be done. Kotoka's name must be discarded and put in the dustbin. Either it's a Kwame Nkrumah International Airport or Accra International Airport. At least it's in Accra, and obviously let us also sort of celebrate the land gave us the land that they've given us the capital.
Well, yeah, land in there. Almost say if you have been forced to assassinate your mother.
Oh, they Accra assassin, la for assassin, a bay your mother.
Well,
because airport assassin, la for assassin.
Okay. And the La Force Banum see a name after La Airport.
Okay.
I think Accra is fair. Accra International Airport is fair.
Because if you have a phone crowd, they still know Accra. Even if you are buying a ticket, landing ticket is landing Accra. Landing. They know Accra already.
Yeah. Okay. Mami now I say. Yo. Mami now I say baby. Hey Prince, Pacho, good evening.
Good evening, Sister Fia.
Maybe we'll start from baby and Nana free and about airport, and then we'll go into Ken. So I think we Ken, maybe what? So we have for Team Ken.
Yeah, strong Ken. Ken.
So mo amoka se mbema ke na kwati party no. Let's go into that one too. Mr. Bandit me ba o ma o kama ne mra from kakra na yehu anim why. Prince
Okay,
so
quick one, starting from the airport now. On my personal note, I feel say NDC won yama be prayer. So whether or you cool, so therefore we see a unity free airport in the son. Man, I don't support that kind of idea. I mean, he also contributed a quota, I mean, to the country's development. Into the airport and that's fine. All those are if you say ebia omuni impact now on the country way more than Kutukano. I mean, in other hand, I also saw omo so and also say de and also so ye and also interest say because of that in I will see you budi and I say I mean,
although or you cool no what you think that we are contributing some positive things to nation building.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Don't you think that is also an attack on Nkrumah? So be our two Nkrumah. You needing to you don't see that as an attack on Nkrumah?
Yeah, there be.
Okay.
Yes, then I just say we attack because already there is a school, a university in Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. They are to what I say, UST, UST. Yeah, they are to Kwame Nkrumah. So I mean, what does it mean? Say, yeah, it's attack on Nkrumah and CBBSA. Masa, it doesn't add or subtract anything in our development. So the best thing is say, yeah, twice on any say, yeah, na see ye change the way to say. I mean, there are other points as well. Kwame Nkrumah in so many areas as well. Why not there one? Is it because of that in internal? You be general also na ye be Kwame Nkrumah na. On my personal note now, I feel say it's not good. And we should
Team Ken, the so say we Team Ken. Do you support or more Mukasa Ken and Ten on for many party more agree to any unity?
Oh, Debbie. I feel say, NPP is bigger than any individual interest, right? And one thing I was here to say, before you can become a president of a nation, you need to belong to a certain party, unless you go in the route of a coup, which I don't subscribe to that. Inti honorable Ken, I mean, or NPP ni mapa, NPP no free. Inti yes, you what you say. So one thing they say, some of us believe in the ideology and the principle of Honorable Kennedy Japan, and it's in a rally behind Honorable Ken. And up to now, I can also say, we still run behind Honorable Kennedy Japan, if in case you want to take any decision. But I also don't subscribe, say, on any party. I mean, it will not help. It will not help. Yes, M1. It will not help. Said the brother back on a kind. I mean, this is the time. Bawumia Babi leader, and also will take some street decisions. You shouldn't just hide behind the scenes. Now, I mean, in the cook money, want to mean call for no. Actually, now misbehave. Basadia M1. I mean, you should also show some kind of leadership. And I believe that Honorable Ken on China. I mean, Kennedy believed in democracy, and Kennedy believed in politics. What you say? But just say, oh no, the understanding in your man, oh no, person way no. So sorry, Tiana, oh no, better, or sorry, Tia and that is what people don't like. Ghana for no yem penocre, or no person or be can some chow and also would do what a man or attack or expect so over for do arms. Now, why ye in our channel? A basana who say, oh, ye. Would nyansa, but or can be bit ya now banal replicated the same thing to him or no one is said any action Kennedy I come and ask any action honorable Ken about back about attacking your nature will be neither attacking. So I feel say honorable Ken on our own free party and he is part of NPP. And NPP also is bigger than Honorable Kennedy Japan. Some of us, I mean, even if he doesn't get a chance to become a president, his ideology and his principle also stand still.
Okay.
And I mean, in the life of politics, as we are growing along, we will carry it along. Yeah.
Okay. Mami na ati Prince. Mr. Bandex, good evening.
Yeah. Budget
Asa ho ye de.
Nyame adom boko kataka kana chimba.
Now Udin Bandex, you are a music producer and now this is a different Bandex. Where you are Boga Bandex?
It's a bit related, family related.
Oh, okay.
But,
Auntie Edini, your family name one.
A family and also a name of a tribe as well, or BA.
Banda de
But
minim say your name. Minim banda fo manafo no bono minim ho. Meshi omo say kwane ade ne techima area meshi omo minimum pa. But say name na banda no. Oh. Okay. Oh, ama wadu mo camera na masambra why? Me fa na wadu mo camera ne ti sambra. Nti mami tie o. Wo support say en change airport ni din na na so support ni embra ken asem no so.
Okay, airport din change no me sure say at this time no anke here. Essence airport no nipa envan say wapeye adekese wo kra no. Nobody's mentioning his name. Until me free say instead of say we waste time say best send in you should rather think of developing a second airport like to say Kumasi airport. No?
Okay.
Me free say no mumbe boas and say the team because no the name Kutuka no say be one and one and the because no Osha according to Shemuno Afibia almost 5 to 10 million passengers in the Lando airport. A huge number. And you know, anything of strengthening and as making it more international standard. Because a corona time, over to airport no more must line to say Tamana a primary school no.
One logo lie.
Sir, so you know, I was say thinking of international standard. A dinner dear. Of course, a more advocacy service send you know, or more point because we be a cool, a kutu buying gua. That's the way I Ghana for person Manchester they don't support coup. But normal coup ember or no. That's what we have to fight against. Say baby ma so better and answer infrastructure and a youth no say more some more of perspective. Because you see I can say it's in Kofu Chrome and the Yakasa or a phone suite. So obu Chrome no Chrome didn't mean
Yeah, and you need national airline crash and passengers see omo bagane. Unim say omo nyina foreign countries no omo discount ko omo kromo. United, Ethiopia Airline, South Africa Airline, Lufthansa, KLM omo nyina ye ni Ghana was good ye ni ntumi nya for from go. It is all that money goes into and Ghana for so too kwan pa. The 30 December hwe nipa e ba Ghana say sika ni nyina bie ni won ma e ba Ghana. Ni nyina foreign companies.
Asma Walker, what offer another issue about? The Bia, me dream will say, Cecilia Metia, me bagana or some visa, as an bagana. Metia pa, friends and sisters, dear partner chasing me a foreigner. Nothing, me being nothing, but me bagana, of course, I don't know any issue. But I did back Kuntia make on say. So be a free Ghana and also be a push of Ghana. Say a man a free, it will let a lot of people come to Ghana.
I think na say omo ye yo. I think na say omo ye visa free no. And na ukuta o Ghana card no a o betimi so dey aba. And na o page o Ghana passport on the side there.
No, it has its own political connotations. Until I say Nipa I state kaka, but me very sure say country be Egypt, Morocco. More area you know. So if Europe what country bits Germany, Netherlands or qua you don't need visa. Or minimum said oh bar or just go more.
Okay.
Best idea you be here because you have to create employment for the youth.
Okay.
But
Mami now say I think I know say something. I will pass it on to your friend saying
me person me come back with me masam ni bio.
Okay, who Ken and now who he?
Me dey me
long time. Who about me?
Long time. And you know, omo mo kase Ken enkotin the party ne dey. Omo no they want to destroy the man. Because Ken enkotin the party me sure say to abakwa na alan dey no kura be dosun asen dey. And you know there should not be any option for him to work in the party. And at Kenya, Japan, and Casano. At the back, when I say, Sabano Motu and Sano. And you say, Bia, Champon, I can pay Bia my air strong sap. Nano Casa. And a man vote in SWAT because, oh no, I say, kind of Tamana or Canadian. See, I don't know much sound. Because say Nikatia, I be leading this year, and people was so rough. It is language be become a main giant media we are met so can almost all the popular people in Ghana no be anya issue. Anas Kokubako talk of all this guy. Omina actually me campaign against him. So that's it. And if we say we're moving forward, and the best thing to do is say they should come together and try to organize a party in the way. Because in the show say Ghana for number 2 tier or if they don't take care, it will take them another 8 years. So they should come together rather than say because Bawumia become a president or not become a president, it's irrelevant at this material moment. What they have to do is to put their house together.
Okay. Yo. But Rabanda, I mean, now I see baby, so also do views about Sister Ma, good evening. So do my mic into sono. Okay, I think earpiece na sir. And just fix the earpiece. Why? Jacob, Bacho, good evening.
Fine evening. If you
I wanna now send it and the message. My radio message is baby. Yeah. Okay.
If you
So who are there?
adum tiasi.
Good. Adum, yes, Adum so anti.
Me family earpiece now and connected to the
I think earpiece because of the Bluetooth, anything yes, anti men use earpiece because what me come boy. And then yes, sister am so.
I'm a volume
If you want to go first, why?
Volume low, we increasing no me side no na me hear say beba so me phone side no.
If you want to go first, why?
Na sister am once I do them man in casa because no no problem there be just me side no volume side na be so. Because I don't come very, very beautifully what I say. And to me aside the mommy, sit down and patch you.
Is the fear? Boko there.
I don't yet to catch now.
Longest time.
Yeah, what's your name? What dog is I was saying when I hijack you.
I'm busy.
Maybe I'm not from me. Oh no, you are sending message because my phone not saying to me lose all the.
I'll message you. I'll send you a message. You with the end of them say I just finished listening to last Monday, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm enjoying the fast.
Oh, why are there?
Fast.
Go me, I miss so pie. I miss so for a long time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this here airport almost sardine.
Why?
Change it because cool, and that guy caused Ghana. Ushem puntua Kwame Nkrumah to me Ghana. Who comes close to that president? And we don't know where Ghana would be at this point.
But there were so many people with him. In any case, and go for arguments on the say. And Nkrumah Kuno was necessary because Nkrumah argue say Nkrumah declared who president for life. And all political parties. Also, one party state, more be until he deserved the coup. People also make that argument. So he was a fantastic person in terms of Ghana development. But Nkrumah never for coup no buy because who declare who's a president for life? What ban political activities? A coup na obenya. Inti konfose anu ti enja di no.
Almost Sadino, Sister Fia. Our people, this whole democracy thing, it's not for us. And we need a benevolent dictator, a benevolent one, not one that will be killing people left, right, and center, but one that has an iron fist. That's why, I always say NPP 4 had been smart enough to vote for a Ken. Because Ken, at the moment, that is what we need. What at all is Bawumia bringing? And then, another thing, wait the enemy, but I wanted to get some education. IGP want to me and rest or more social media. And now, where mommy say, yeah, mine no.
My delegates for no.
Yes.
I don't just say criminal offense. Where mommy say, any criminal offense.
Sister, it has to be. You know why? Because if we don't have a good or competitive opposition, where are we going to?
Okay.
Which modern or developed country do you see say, not delegates, say Republican, what the American name, American, yeah, Democrats, no Republicans, who better say Democrats, need to know say, Joe Biden, man,
Magisika.
$1,000 into my trauma. What the heck? We are destroying the country, so the laws need to change. Because, I'm not saying Bawumia is a useless candidate, but he's not competitive enough.
Until all for say 2028 na Ken Kat omunyina nya United Bawumia wini.
On Tenaho, Ken and Tenaho. On to if Ken goes to stand independent, me try to Takogana Kotwaba. Makotwaba.
Why would you seek a better ticket at
Me
Wabama?
try ticket Akogana Kotwaba. I kid you not.
Wow.
That's the kind of thing we need. Aren't we tired of the same thing? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different.
And don't say Bawumia ba dada na no beto aso.
Wasn't it his government? Wasn't he with Nanado? And Nanado said that when Nika pay NPP for we would bomb them.
And then Nanado na cause a problem way.
Oh, please. Look at everything he did from his time. The kind of hope Ghanaians had in Nanado. Oh, I had a real hope in him. Oh. Serious hope said Ghana would be turning around when he took power. Nothing happened. It became family and friends. Nothing was happening. Only free SHS no more me, my problem is the two-party system that we are trajectorying. The yedisino emboying. You better NPP and now NDC. Emboying into Osha. Your previously I was supporting Kofi
Kranting. I remember, yeah.
We need a third party. We need someone else. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise for Kennedy Japan. If you will listen, a lot of Ghanaians are tired of the two parties. Right now, Mahama might be doing well, but Ghanaians are tired of MPP and NDC because it is two sides of the same coin. They keep doing the same. This is the time, for Kennedy on he will stand a better chance. At the very least, he has nothing to lose. And he can pay everybody in MPP back. Because Ken and Top Power he did it for MPP. You know, MPP for no. Now you are using it against him. Now you are using meant to about Emma MPP that any NDC that. And if Ken leaves MPP and stands as an independent candidate, maybe be a metuma third person. The only about metoya mekotuma indu. Metuma indu. Because I think those two parties are the same. There's nothing new they are bringing for us. So Ken should separate. On the MPP move, on Tenoho. At the very least, or best say Abana my MPP for.
And then also support us on Seno.
Yes, Papa Nyashi Aboneso Nyashi. Papa Nyashi. Boninyahe. It's time for him to play Adrian Fee. Play Adrian Fee. He should leave. Me say Ken Ekoto Abano or Tenoho. Meko Ghana Koto. I will go to Ghana and vote because NPP and NDC, they are the problem of Ghana. And someone needs to change the laws. Someone needs to. This delegate thing, CK. And you see someone that's not competitive.
Okay,
And you say, if you have one last point, if towards the end, NDC for and they don't manage Ghana well, who are they voting for really? What is the option here?
Okay.
You have the option of Bawumia from the failed government, which is Nanado's toward the end, he failed. That government failed. And see, if you are winning Kennedy, but you say, me say, want to know why? I know I'm nobody, but my one vote.
I go send message say we are selfishness. We are selfish. Now selfish interest in tina as can into no.
Selfish interest. I have no selfish interest. My interest is for Ghana to get better. And yes, I had to be man so as CCI and my kasa. Yem peke call because yes, Rose, Obi bedrin say winning car, Tami, a pejo akoshe, some detention center. My interest is for the betterment of Ghana. Me we busian wa Ghana. My junior brother, every nursing school now for 4 years. You sit home for 4 years after learning something like this, and then they put you in the field. How many people will you kill? You will make mistakes. We need a change.
Okay.
And it's selfish. If this makes me selfish, happily selfish.
Yo. Ama, yeah, that's it. Ama say Ken into no na Ken into no. Ama bacho send me text no why. O say Ken into no be for plane. Aba be Jiko bacho my enti why.
Yeah, if you friend me and then me friend me diama, you friend me Mr. Daku.
Mr. Daku, yo.
Beka Daku, yeah.
Yo.
If ya me da wasini akwenya wa mami ene se me nkasa wa fudie kese we so. Me dey me fi say edin is long overdue.
Airport no.
Yeah. Because what Nkrumah did for Ghana no. President Ako. Want me anye even quarter of what Nkrumah did for Ghana. Now, who share your infrastructure, ye woni na Nkrumah and ye. Nyoma bakono, Nkrumah ni oil, na Nkrumah ni bauxite. Na Nkrumah ye koko nukrano percentage no and cost rusa. But what me ye nyama we nyina loan to China ni Malaysia mu nyina. Netre say papa no our foresight. What you say and nunti media is long overdue because uko Ghana, uko Africa bebia and then Africa almost 7 countries no na omwo Nkrumah statue. But they are not Ghanaians. Just ni ideology keke. Unim say Nkrumah ideology na we Burkina Faso Sankara Faye ye kun. When say Akolana Wabay was for the same ideology and Burkina is doing well. Yeah, and Burkina is doing well. Now Ghana no akoye say sometimes no you ask yourself, do the people worth dying for? Because the people they don't know what they want, especially those in the two parties no.
NDC
When say NPP, yeah, NPP ni NDC no. When say NPP no there FD NPP nyam a delegate system no. Because say wo share a Japanese document na me NPP ni pure. Nkrofo be ka say wo NDC ni nti because if you say yam proper ye fia yentimi mpra bontin. Eja wo fie, want me do fie ja. Wasa nsuo kwa bontin say ukoduma bontin ja. Ebe den na obet mi answer na obeba mu fie nyina be hye. Ye delegate system no edi enya why because so wo hwe nkrofo bi wo party no pa na kire catch say we ye delegate no no ko chifu leader mawa. Afia excuse me, yen omu ye nipa o but nipa no ontimi ndidi once a day. Ontimi ndwin emani ho because nia odini share delegate no na adwin mu say nipa no di share delegate system no say edo abato no so banya kakra dia share ni botom nye say okoyi leader nye say onu okoyi leader abeboa ni bada achi enu nti na obehu say obi oba wo nachi oni hwi chale wotina ewo ni nan onanti koba oye delegate okoto aba odi 1000 wa ha odi 500 wa odi 200 wa ha onu na adwin mu no wanya die onini babedi ene but ondwin say echina eba no say 1000 san what will come of your children ondwin ho enunti delegate system no edi MBDC hunya MPP hunya because Akufo-Addo buy since Akufo-Addo buy no ade no starting from Afokomu time enu na Afokomu stood up to Akufo-Addo and the problem no buy yesaki Afokonu Kobranje Japan ho no munya time change system ni na enunti nkrofo mu dia share album no so no upea fa Jesus Christ mra obeto abatia no dia benti because omo no ewo nkrofo no edin any omo telephone number any omo house address enunti ebi mu kra ye campaign na no ebi mu ye threat omo say wo de unnim na se ukoto abatia Bawumia next coming we no ye be yi udin every system no so onu so onehwi o krasi baby o ɛno nti na delegate system no ɔmo mfa nkrɔfo a ɔmo wɔ nimdeɛ a ɔmo betumi atwusu wisely o ɔmo fa nkrɔfo a sebi ɔmo adwene wɔ fam kakra so that ɔmo betumi ayusu ɔmo
okay
ɛde ayɛ deɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ wohwɛ NPP sesia no party no akɔdane Nana People's Party efia sɛ wo kan agyapadeɛ document na agyapadeɛ document no ka kyerɛ wo sɛ the Ashanti people are eager to take over the party, but will bypass them and take the mountain.
Ejapade document, yes. Gold asem.
Yes, Ejapade document.
And they say gold asem.
Jabio.
And which document now can answer me?
Ejapade Ejapade NPP Akufo-Addo Ejapade document na PA na ye kan ho asem no.
Document and fake document be na nkofo ko. Because the Japan deal I know na
Debbie and fake. And fake because the Japade document ni na no and happen one by one NPP mo.
Okay.
First no, I thought it was fake, but me who said it happened baku NPP mo na me say sadia you faker. Adentina the omutre ebiano. You give yourself a time no. Ye call ye bibia NPP mo. Ade no happen accurately. She said they will move writing into the document. Next year, we say, omo agenda be and omo sadia.
Okay.
What you say? Me, Bawumia, or a fine gentleman, but Bawumia is not a decisive leader.
Okay.
Or better me, I share Obianim, Akatene say, where are we, Debbie? This is the route we are taking.
Okay, but Obisi Mimbusa said, delegate system, yeah, I will complaining about. A BU NDC, a BU NPP, the same delegate system, no. NDC for this expansion.
And nothing all the time, no. We give on taking the wrong choice.
Now say Mahama is a product of the same delegacy.
Yes, and nothing I make a try say. At Efia, who oil, wasasi so. And I me machine ready to oil. Now the oil machine ready to oil. Any the oil no why na here oil no send ninia.
Okay.
Say ni owo machine no oil no because me oil no wo masasi so me di oil ho bibia nti me nya oil no nia owo odi machine no ba no onu no ohia adenti na nia odi machine no ba no onu no be decide percentage odun di be ma wo. How come a country like Ghana ye koye oil ye kosani oil dealer omu ji 90% ye ji 10%.
But to be fair enyo omu no mu decide ma yen any ye decide.
Debbie,
it's
on the leaders are the kind of leaders are here to sue Omono taking the decision on our behalf.
Okay.
Because Brofono Wambamba Chichiru son wa fahan kopam fchen son say manu 90%. And ye one I cut in a cabinet meeting and we yes and no. And say leader no a wise leader, not so a decisive leader. Because say no, mean to me Tommy mine sir. Because baby amuba to oil no e din so so beba sa area ho nyina. Eno nti se muba to oil wa ha sa area ho e kwan nyina so munye school nyina all the hospital. What you say? But adiano akoye say Microphone no take decision on him say within 4 years time no obeko enti dia no obeye apa bibi kakra ni botom enu nti say oji odi 90% ni ma broni na e wo krata so na anda no na ono e di ni ba anase ni cousin bi e di aye shareholder e wo 90% na broni ni wo na ono ji 5%.
Jacob, to be fair enye 90%. Yeah. In fact I think that you were carried interest the last one na Abujina Pomo ye no.
Yeah.
They carried interest near their camera. Ghana was getting 19%. And Ghana was getting 19% because ye ni machines na editia. And I say ni know how na
if ya problem no say.
But I agree with you say you bet me I hear the Botswana for ni be 50-50.
Adentina yentimi nka say. Adentina yentimi nka say. Okay. Say mumma ye 30%.
I'm agreeing with you. No, I'm not
beba because omo hia oye no chen ye nti omo beko esamba.
Okay. That's one day be fair no be ya discuss what I think one of these be some for be as a topic on it only aye.
If ya share baby aye to go do otakwa. Me I left Ghana when I was 1 year. Share baby aye to go do otakwa. Usha area na hwin koso ahuchren kwa Adentina yewo gold, yewo bauxite. Who catch the akola ya wunu ablochi or yo bibini? Who catch no say Ghana or gold or beka? Me catch me ba say yes Ghana or gold yewo or yewo timber yewo na diamond. Or see that it's not true. Na Ghana or gold and I'm yes sir. Aha na me baby sa me say na aha Europe aha yewo no. Ma hu gold ma hu say yes gold money bi wo baby me see that be ya ni gold. Omu ni gold wa omu ni oye omu ni fi wa. No, bisa bisa then omutimi omuni sade no betu omutimi ya omukuru fefefe na ya yewo gold yewo bibia ye di wiase hia nyina no na ye kwanye ye bibia nye ye nsuo nye because the kind of leader na ye yidi ba no.
Okay. Jacob, wakasa. Yeah, wakasa it's a big issue. It's a big leadership be a big issue. But you better also on another.
Yeah, midi si no.
Oh, first now watch because imo
just a minute. Midi si no. Say Bawumia person be we need 2028 on all the things na Kennedy kan no because the Kennedy kan no enupe na floating voter and even people in NDC and NPP omunya delegate enu na omu pe atie enu na omu person omu be ho but etu nia obetimi ayade no but Bawumia no ni credibility no asa enu nti na okoka bibi sisi a obi antimi nginedi because we can't be that one thing anye nti den be na prove say ene oka obetimi aye.
Okay. John Faken now fan mbata no ho na wetimi anya.
Very difficult. Say me MPP ni me Ken supporter first grade but say Ken be pini be running mate ma Bawumia e o say yenye adwuma bebre because Ken supporters no Ken has to convince his supporters. Because Ken on didn't who any supporters na money ye Ken. So to me convincing the supporters now, good. But how can they implement the things?
Okay.
If Bawumia is the president, because Bawumia no.
Okay. So solid point now. Jacob, solid point I'm making mo bi so enya kwan no nke be say on fa Kennedy Japan ideas. And yes I say Bawumia ne na pona na eba dia no change omonto abano emma no nana mpacho ema good evening ni akwa na Reverend Christian Somra
yes if you me that say on that say my dream boni wo tirima wo kasa insida ena say ma wo
kana adwen money wa kana adwen so ka wo de why
by ade me problem aya na me woni say adenti na wo party ni na wo pese party ni say me dwene ho a me nti ase say wo party na wo say wo kan wa adwene wo de NDC for who dare you say I see a dunketie ko thank you to who betimi aba be gina radio yi so aba be kan wa adwena kire I see a dunketia ya mama yan kanokre party na wo mu no ya yiwanim na jai say wo pese wo try say wo party we mu so na wunim die bone na Bawumia waye Bawumia ne bone a waye ne sei sebe obaye no die na Bawumia ntumi anye enoma see 2020 your friends 2020 ni 2021 2022 no ebi na AC ne ene petrol yate so ene eden na crude oil yente so ewo the whole world yente so enti se John Mahama babenya sa opportunity no na normal tete ba forma enti die no wa ya enwanwa na nado ba ye die bone na papa yi ba be ye papa yi ba ye obema free education sebe John Mahama ba ye no ye hu confirm enoma ben na ye hu no ye papa John Mahama ba ye na utimi boni din kura wo radio to corruption anya wo boni din kura na eyi aba no enso wono na ye timi akogokoro no ho e de na ba ma o ye se o ye adwuma papa MPP ye problem a ye wonyina ne se ye ntume nkasa papa kire me boni a MPP ba ye obedi ye
o se ba omi any credibility sa no kan ye so
ne credibility a oni na ene de wo he e de no wo ye papa no wo ba ye e de no drone a wo de ba ye na ameboa Ghana papa no wo ba ye de boni na papa ni bediti a o my Ghana empo ye papa John Mahama mpo enne ye ka kire ni se wo ye president ye choli a say car for seat no John Mahama be kwa akotena se say wan na betua sika so okotena John Mahama nchen wan na betua sika
Ah,
say
maintain car for seat ben na okay asem.
yeah, the MPP time almost say Kuffour ado ye car for seat car for seat
There
ni
be
say
any car for
amount
seat. Them say a sa conference be omo ye say wow bet na Kuffour do left and right.
na
Na we tua kan. Yeah.
no ye corruption
Okay.
no ne corruption ye no enyi sen
Na say no ya
almost
undue influence and they
and
undue
the
influence.
influence ni sen
Obi
enipa
bet
no
na
na
president
akodo
and the person should not pay for
no na
it.
fa no nti NDC ti wonu mi obi kotena joma wan na betie ska say okwa kotena joma man
Nti o fo aso say entua sika ne entena president nchen ana.
no ne nye corruption no enye
Adan na no nye
corruption
corruption.
ne corruption a wɔyɛ ne sɛ Kuffour ado na gye ne ho ɛna obi si ma ekotua sika no matena ne nkyɛn
Na
enti sɛ
men support
mekotua
ade we men
dabi
support
ɔmo
ade we
dabi
even president
maame
nankasa se we si ya nankasa no kwara be
dabi
si so
o
oni mo hwe na
me
onim se
problem a
nkofo
yɛ na me wɔ ne
diskatio
sɛ
na do nankasa se we si ono ankasa onim se obi gi sika nko on support sa ade ne da it
enti
men
ɛno no
justify
deɛ na ɛkyerɛ sɛ Nana Addo ne kɔkɔ yɛ corruption
ana me
a
kasa na
yɛde
do
saa
nankasa
adeɛ
se
wei
onim hwe but don't justify it say
Aha.
obi tue sika
Ɛna
kwatna president chen
mebo
ye
ɛna
hwe
me ɛna sɛ via me bisa wo sɛ enti ɛno no ɛdeɛ bɔne na Kuffour ado yɛ wɔ ho anti sɛ sɛ yɛde bɔ n'aban sɛ ɛno ho nti ɛsɛ sɛ ɛni kwan sɛ yɛbɔ Kuffour ado ɛdin biem ɛni kwan sɛ yɛbɔ Bawumia din biem saa adeɛ wei ɛnɛ gold a yɛsɛ ɛyi wɔn atɔn no ɛyɛ NPP anka yɛbɛka sɛ wiase asɛe nso NDC foɔ na ɛhohoro yɛwura John Mahama ho no so nti ɛdeɛma bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛsrɛ ɛyɛ politics na yɛyɛ yakɔ akɔyi NPP ni sɛ wɔmmra mɛdi anim o sɛbi yɛmenyi ni sɛ Julius Dabra bɛkɔ na wɔanya a wɔbɛka so wate ne ho ɛsi edu nkatia nka sɛ wate ne ho sɛmi ɛyi yɛ kɔkɔ ani do hɔ mu ne wɔn a wɔkeka ho no sɛbi wɔn nte wɔn ho wote aseɛ nti NPP yɛ a moma yɛnnɔ yɛ ho yɛ a moma yɛnkyerɛ anidie ɛma yɛ ho na
nti
yɛnya
maken nkote montie de nkrofo kan
wonte wo ho akɔhe alankyerɛma tete ne ho no ɛdeɛ no wanya enti wo ka to ɔkwan DC mu a naano na wo kyerɛ sɛ wo firi NPP mu na wo kwan DC mu a wo ka to ofisi ya ne yɛde waba abɛgye anim enti wo ka sɛ kan gyae no ɔkwan DC a ɔbɛkɔ akɔtu asi edu nketea ɔbɛkɔ akɔtu Julius Dabra wodi bi yɛ ofori ayi mu nyinaa yɛ example de kyerɛ nipa no yɛ a moma yɛn nsusu ma ɛyaw no enwura yɛ mu na yɛnyɛ na NPP ba power ɔman no mu ne yɛnya mfa so sisɛ fia first na ho sɛ mehyɛ DHL ɛnɛ wo ho sɛ mehyɛ Lidl adentia mepɛ sɛ me try enyuma bi bebree na menyɛ adwuma wɔ airport ɛnso sɛ magyae na maba ha adenti na maba ha minim ni a mehwehwɛ ti ya moma yensusu ma ɛyaw no ɛnsɛn no ma na minhyira wo
yo nana kwam yɛ daase bebe Reverend Christian Pacho good evening enka so Reverend Pacho ho yɛ de
adumo wo se pia me ya submission bi kakra
aha
won se enna wi ase no se pia yɛ mpa no kɔ ade ba ko America no se kabrante won se na no de mpa no oka NPP so yɛ no yɛ but NPP ko na ka yɛ tan choma ku mu aboni to awu ku nim che ade bia enna NPP me kan pay me papa no NPP ni me mama no NPP ni benne
I think abone for they use language for because
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, nyame na be declare obi a status. Ebi nye
Mato, yeah, Michelle, mami. Me retract that way no. Sabi. Esum awo MPP for ye trim ye mu binim trim chade nyina. Wo press Kennedy ntira ho. Ba mo so mu di na mu kunu. Mu poison slowly. The people are destroying the man's credibility slowly, but they are not. You see, the way the guy was talking, as he said, or katsa with some passion, but this type of things na MPP for no na e ma you the evil part of them. The same thing yes ubani diem or the akoma pa ne betem si tefia. But one na obedo one and dono.
Say you compare Canada Japan to Yesu.
Some kind of maker.
Okay.
I trust them to conclude some to the comparison. Mama, my kind of question say, I saw for being to say Canada sorry here. Sorry. But then yes, no friend come so sensitive here. Rather bet you Canada than some of the pastors. I'm telling you, me nipa.
Nti the Reverend Nigel omu Kenya na Canada Japan so eti anti na obo nim ho paye say oh we need ano.
Nigel crowd there or you suffer but me catch you say. So how do we drive I mean you good Ken Nigel. I am telling you Nigel Gazi. Or your mind before Ghana first class.
Hey no why then ono e suffer keke why then. Onkuta Ghana gold, onkuta Ghana bauxite, onkuta Ghana we. Bampacho me my make the issue about Niger. O dey can say o say Ken no. And go on free party nim.
Ghana san kay to me Adam Rato yi anka de na je be yati Canada wo ayi so no online no. Nke ye betia ko China jigazi me America.
Yeah, the charge be na e de ko chi no. Wa chon dey dey acha botu ma e charge be na e de ko chi. No ye charge.
Nabi, who must have said, but who this said, Mamma, who are yet meet you.
And I'm saying, offense, Ben, or Ghana law, more the question, offense be anyone, you love another question.
Matua say, offense, I want to say. Then you know to me, you'll be Babatna radio to say. Who body this said, me bury you, I'm burying you, me share, me destroy you, there be sister, Yami and Pesa. But what you want to say?
Okay.
Yamfa no ntin chen.
Obi so beka se Ken so ye ni bio. O ka so mo ye false prophet obegu o mo no so ye bi oni TV so.
Ana sister tie, sanko for ba be dia dance say. Na de gazi ade a wa ye no mbebo na mani. Ade ntina wa fa na ni branko wo na be kan no wa so say Kennedy.
Se Ken ne be kan ye sanko for no be kan gazi ehu o mo. Ken ne ba TV so. E no be kan say nti say na je gazi so ka bi a che no e tit for that. They brought evidence no or did mention of their name. And I'm saying evidence to Cronamba TV so be a who. For chronic and a Casari, mu be a who, the who TV to a Ken. Sister Yamfa gives credit to okay, yo. More per se, Kennedy Achina Kunim, but Omu Dine. When it comes to say the fans are or German and all the more. They love it. But a basse, young can be papa no or no, and no ma, Ujina Sudia then, a Casama Mobile power. Shanama Doba. Nay, almost say, what is the name? One day, President Kuffour by then, Empress of the Back. Papa is soon, life, no Ghana. Let me my America, sister. You're fun to change. Yeah, Bawumia said the all say him. My pet President John Mama why do I say this? What tricky NPP for na year Juma the man big time. Politics and here. Open week when what hate you a 2 and what with him. Ghana ye Christian nation sister Nippon Pano Cracker, but who are suffering when no Ghana. They know, say, when we call it pastors, from Nigeria, say, there should be no way some Nigeria, Muslim, Abedio Manasu. That Muslim to be a vice president.
The fact is, yes, because only a minority. Sister, wouldn't say, Duncan Williams, Mrs. Tabeka, Sembi. But people doesn't understand her. But I had the bitter truth now, woman,
yeah, but so a minority in majority. David do not share a nyan, and a Yakupon Shran on a funny basis. Tell your majority as him. Yakupon him said David never bore mine. It was on a Yansran, and yes, say, I can't think I'm on the popularity there. Tell you, Goliath. Banyankopon se fa David no wo bush no na yemesi ade. Enti say Muslim na be boa Ghana ma na kọ n'animu a. Muslim na be ma Ghana ye roads aye ya. Does it matter nipa no so osum say and osum say that should it matter?
To me it doesn't matter. But the Ecosoa nipa kana make catch you.
Nti se Bawumia ekremoni nti general election 2028 ye ntoma no. Sa na wo pa che.
I have seen from 2024.
Okay.
Election.
Okay.
But they didn't tell the truth. I am revealing what is happening under the carpet.
Okay. Okay.
Not me per se.
Okay.
Some of the big men of God there, no, Bawumia will never become a president.
Okay.
As far as they live.
Okay.
And when now people begin to attack him. NPP was almost shut that side and then so.
Ntika Ken no a oye Kristo ni no would have been a better choice ana wo pa kire.
That is what I'm saying according to them.
Okay. Now also which one do you prefer? Do you think that Ken ka wo no betimi age power no?
Me feel say Kennedy kuta message about bua or mine change Bawumia. Why?
Okay.
Abra Bawumia ni na be biye no. Asem biara o ka bia no. Oyi na do ba ko hye ne nsa. A leader should not do that.
Okay.
Adia na makoye na munyina munsa wo mu anye yie no. Ma nko gye de ye ma ho. Na mfa bone mobi.
Okay.
And now adada for na wo afie ni nyina bofu Dr. Ayinum Boatinum the doctor no one Frimpong Boatinum sister. And sir Mama decided yomu aye aduma. They should look up onto that side too. But na say ni nyina ka aye me to about America. But no question abedu Ghana na mkutam Ghana card. Ebi na
enti 2028 u bedru Ghana wo ntoma Bawumia.
Oh, maybe a message in Yami and Mukuni and Sha mean to about. Because message in me whom Bawumia message.
Now Bawumia no start.
I don't know, then about 2024.
Winning politics.
Because I don't think I'm a buy of any. To party to give me submission.
Reverend, we will point no.
What winning politics in fact?
So food now.
Bawumia me message. Mr. Fia Odiba. Maintain the message here. The Martin said, Kennedy, I can't answer. How about this? I am mine.
So far, small.
And you know,
I am
no, any day I ask him no, he did so. But we can't be a message here.
Okay. On the basis of message, the Bawumia ain't the best choice.
The best choice.
Okay, very well. Mami now I say, yo, Reverend Christian, also on the basis of message, the Bawumia is not the best. We need message be or the Bebantu, or no there. Or Ghana 2028, I want to my Bawumia. Okay, good evening.
Stay here, me do.
Yentio, Adoma Aqua also.
Stay here, the kind of the better a delegate as say, a Omadu Munyansa, a Quacotuaba. I'm almost choose the Omo Peno. Survey. A woman say me di Bawumia chidi but a compreko when you two man and coming Castilla and come campaign a man. And found say we are not say we. You also far say be a party, but be a party. But if you are Mestre Ghana Christopher, a soft bino. Stay here. Bible no, what kind Bible now? Stay here. Bible no can't get back to penetrate you. Or sit do young so. Bible ni na no because if you am do wa me nya obone me ntwa ntronto so me nji wukunu me mfa wo yire Bible na nka say yen do e Christopher na yen tan omunye Christopher Bible say nyina yen do ye ho Bible say sanke be yanke yen ni pe nyina so ntra wo de asumfie mu enti so ye sofo na wo begina ho na so wo ka so bi e sabi kremoni yen to abama na empape mu na wo de ba
or see in Crawford. I think later or Chrem was on the ground, no. I saw funny baby and pesa idea, no.
We are soft from also Jnas or Saint Jnas and Yadia to Amas Anipan. Intraman, the cousin, so from Casasa, so for the Kadi, I saw for the year of Ephraim Hoy and Kaboom. They be all say, Mumma, ye canipa boom, now ye preaches a peace. Everybody because a piece or my man, if you know na a Christopher no, Utima was Mujo. That's and to call me my bed and so forth me a cast and patch road. I don't know, so for no saying I want to say, also you're soft now, but now the cast and same way. Sabi now soft now with you know, and on the same. Stay if you had my fan on twin chain. Stay if you are almost the airport, you're best son. Fine, yes.
No, but trying before airport on the basis of Bawumia can support us say or more pushy can on 10 hononko independent. More on support to unity. Once again, can say on their party ne panel. Obey a Juma for the unity of the party at the Bombay power. But support doesn't say there be among the almost per second free or not. Lady Bakwa Bahama, or see or no there can call independent or try to get a better.
NPP because what about NPP.
But say floating voters, says floating voters can on.
Oh, sister, if you can supporters. You can supporters and come on, I almost NPP form support to Kent. I don't compare and can a winner or more winning. And I almost some may or can't come make count almost okay. So, patriotic damage. But if you're in answer, so say about to laughing at Yakoto, you're free munti. Your dear, they won't perform. For now, the idea won't perform, but a bit take his time.
Okay.
And son are almost healing. Tiano, dear, min cash in farm.
Okay.
By best from so, you know, Sabi, a funny fan can and just a bontin soon in the fan where they include in a party back, Sabi NPP bar. Make me appointment there, but to me, Munino or Ghana, and the Obenian Mammy support to NPP, yes, NDC. And a mammy support to MP.
Okay, very well. Tianko Airport to say.
Airport, yes, if you are me, yes, a San Dino Prade, John Mohammed into Supreme and Yamas. But and you know, soon a day, a Juma ever break Ghana for.
Okay.
NDC for Omoya tribal. Stay here. President Kuffour the Accra Sports Stadium to Ohinijan. NDC for bar 2009 ombe the same thing year the dana Ohinijan free Accra Sports Stadium. Kumasi Sports Stadium you had to buy and come the same thing. Emma Otun for the 9C form so no on pets idea. To moment me answer son. I don't know the biomo bar the tribal. And you know a tribe and the cocoa. Farmers are into Omokano. I don't know so much Honum Chomokano, Munya be the show Mobusian for. Sister Fia, a teacher for into Mukano. I know so much, and into the tribe I'm home, and yet could cut I best son about the more mine. I couldn't demand as a Enconidi. I look at the family, but the tribe I'm home 24-hour economy. And also the Bana Ghana for near Jumaya.
Okay.
I don't know Ghana for no more dream when NDC for you soon, or you soon agree. Omo yeah, Omo may she or mine. Almost economy, and a transport system of class, if you're in a break you on kind. Among for your car. I don't know, see a car. Now, by no adding more cars system, you will not obia who tunnel. I don't know, see a car, and yet to car, I ever see son, may serve me free hands and me drew to car if you have me ticket every channel. Yantimiso.
Answer, okay.
Answer, and to me to call as a son, Dino at the Windy at Yena International Airport Trust if you are me, but Timemu Fonse, the Bion Penya Jumaya, your 2 Abama 24-hour economy, Mufandana, Yenu Manya.
Okay, you have a point.
Papa, Bia Coco. Omusika munchiama munchiama no munye bimfansho omma
okay
yenu anu mo teacher for mutifie nurses for mutifie mumfa omo musi ekonomi na ya na mumfa omo muntimi mfa adwuma yefo eno na hia no na ye ba be sense no ya start ya nya ye flag bearer ye ba be ka che Ghana for amomo na NDC for no de stafia QNet now QNet aban no mo ye no QNet omuni adipapa bia de Ghana for stafia
okay yeah that's it Black Clifford Mr. Ja who person kasa no why your camera ni here because we can't even see you cry your face is hiding so
okay
I will buy answer na Mr. Cheba for Tima me for Mr. Cheba for 1 second per Mr. Ja no or what that but now we see the tears in tini you no Mr. Jan you ain't you
I think yeah well the first time me boss you me minimum personal pa or
Yeah,
Ghana
that's
tematon.
what am any only me tetamadia.
Minimum personal. And I me madam for top connect owner so top
Mini papa no.
so
Aye.
oba ha me nche no buy.
Oh, Sam. Oh, good. Me and me advert nyama no.
Onu be share ekura abu.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I am ponsa so nyam nipa.
Okay, fine.
Ponsa so what I say. Na
Fine.
sister Pia. Sister Pia ye gina ye cool school. Ye kire ade. Ye ba sikole gon ko ye political science. Ye da better America 24 years. Party be
What the political science now better in America?
Yes.
I see.
What does it? Professor Jima, Dr. Ansakoi, the Betty Bob Dina, Senanumina. What does it? But, yes, party, NDC, MPP, Akonya no be a quacopre. If you make Kabakosemo, ama yena yenti onwase na sasem we da ma bumba say elect the kind akonya beto ye nyina ekopre ba yini ba ko pe no bede ni obetime wi ni ti ba ko no be wi no eni ti na mpelifo kokko sign peace said you be wi no num na ko gina enti enan no beta obachi ba ko wi ni so mu didi o matemo mu didi atemo Stefia NDC MPP America ho efo ebeba na de on beyi ba ko no dido na akari nyina beta na chi en fa so ye Kristo ni so ye pepeni o ye ni ekopo abon de hian se mo babom na mama message aba na mo di message na aye adwuma o Ghana ye kroma ye fi wo baaye
Okay.
etika we na abana mo nyakopon aba na de ode ne ho second de ode ne ho se Brian de ode ne ho se Duchum de ode ne ho se engineer o nyina se o ma ye den o ma san o so beta na chi sister Fia etika we to we nyina fi bi
Supporters na say omo mpere.
But me tie openi ken say obi ono obi ka say yi they say what no was the nyina yen ken no obi me ti say ken to obi ka say no ken no vote debi etika no price na less ma fi asing na say sebi ken no o yo unity person so sebi supporters na ye o ya ba ye ka say ken sebi si the American wa video so ne I na me first time dey be so mu ya na so mu ye na ken no that's the end of Ken because
That's the end of Ken political career. So
yes, because Ken on so see MPP see din ketia e kote no for say Julius Debra omu bia kote no say matemo almost end of the party of the NDC because why almost any pain na so see MPP any pain na so see NDC. I'm talking from political for 30-40 years ago. Ndebia ke omo ti omo nyina Ghana politics omo ever o de ke omo ni pa ben
the best thing to stay.
Sister otino fe that is the cry one cry. What does it?
Okay.
Sister me ma dwen no me tie radio bi so ke ontino me so the part 2028 ma sebi ye de ye mu bi de ke no o unify wa jatum so o di ba mu achi ka sebi ka no enfiase na ka mba be ne ka no ekwa no mu a sister Fia omo ti wonyina na obi a woni bibidi obi a woni bibi ope etika e lobby di obe win no sister Fia ma be ka cho say oh me ko vice
Okay.
oh etika me catch Mr. Kokofu e wo phone last year don boy be say so Ken ni Bawumia mu ba ko vice ba ko president asa that's the end of MPP be winning hands down sister sebi enye bibi na yepe owiase o president die vice president die ni we ni na adwuma mo be ye of form Ghana for yetimetia school fees Ghana for yetimenye adwuma ye Ghana 40 member or come a solve. Ghana 40 member. Oh, we are a quiet papa or number so. What you say?
And what didn't Chinese or more cast can into they should shoot that against any down.
This is fear obi had me a meeting to Biano go be a better assassin with your own yes.
Okay, very well. Yo.
Onya assassin the country the fear.
Yo, Mamma now so penny me who say was store until oh Mamma say.
There be me am from me be fie. Me na boss be fie. Why?
Mpacho, that's baby. Mr. John say obi a all cast a Ken in free party. We fear that will be the end of his political career. Until the upper chance mo ye Ken in free party na mo ni sa political. Watch no time on no colleague. The political science. So he's speaking with a foundation. Yes, all kasa keke. Or say Ken free party ni man. That will be the end of his career. Won't stay in. Maybe as we lobby for running mate or lobby for running mate because now doing training in the build your mind. And yes, I'll be quite bonten now copy in from out. Oh, Mr. Cheba from Pacho, good evening, ain't you?
Steph, good evening. Now, me chane ashafuni na ne tiefuni na.
Pacho be ajoso.
Bra yo kasesi ya Mr. Alex John. Me bona baso pa. Sa one experts kasa ana wutie adwentra. Sa conversations na ya me pesa ya ba platform yi so ebe contribute and I see a bit you know. E also ye fa sudisua de. And yes, sir, unim bibia, oba platform so and the show. Sir, ude sa kwanche sa kasane bebema empty rhetoric sir. Obia me say you are empty. Especially here ya Abronye no. We have a lot of opportunities. I also this year there. Ya kranso na ya kasa na ya ho akrasa ya ho wanwasa nipa we to Abronye. Ade Subana Ekwasu Riasi. Obi Ghana, the person is endlessly seeking for information. Oh, now with Abronye, fiber optics, bua, internet, on my bonten crowd, landmarks areas are winner internet free. No, you don't make use of that. Oba bonten bekasa bagba unsia free film. Kakana with the free Ghana by now now betu egu. Esia how a riasi kwana nimno. Oda supra kentene sekane akumana asona ya deku afoma dwene na wodenam emwa timase ya platform yi so no e wo se ya bad besua de pa na first one no airport de no staff ya we kire me se Ghana ya de a sabio ye nwene nkokan enhwe se ade no Edia wo say bia naming of monument national monuments. Ya pesi a change dina anka yensi foforo no. Nanka ya transitive from old one na ye nim se dina nyan. Wa wo ba ma na nyina bedru. Ya poba na suwa sorry am na akwa primary school one change ni deal. O Shamani Real University ni bibia na wo kai say oh me papa nua na me doctor no kra me papa nua no so akotwe se kan kumu ya busu ya mobinti sa enome ne da so da ya busu ya nesunti no brana mesesa within a whole lot of chaos in beba bi na akwa sisi yo imagine say NPP time and anana do so ko change kotuka dina then this would have gone behind the ever caucus and use that as a campaign
against him.
Yes, against him, sir. Man can't say ne papa nke back or quick can concoct some propaganda be cry against or papa. Say no papa gang na for near the entino person change the dino. Oh, time yo, they are using the same thing. Sir, tribal politics near the no and moi. And near a Juma be or NDC also muye. I bet me didn't come at the apostle. So you're changing the car. Also, I spoken be a hive no usro say okoya ma bro no babo enso nya ewo no
yeah
oh akoko mu kom say they don't want to use incrementin and the back to ade no so etu mu pese no say Accra International Airport meanwhile
so say who is trying to use the ethnicity and tribalism to do that? Which side is doing that?
Because NDC change the idea ni di no. Almost say under normal circumstances no. You can have a napo Asa more kafa and chroma hono.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
or Mahama Tenasio, Wantinasio, they intentionally misunderstood him for political
Okay.
gains.
Okay.
Oh, say be your best or person or misty was some no. Me
Okay.
say or cassette here and chroma or the campaign intentionally on political platforms. Unim say Bahama person go use and chroma D under normal circumstances. Say you can see the you change the democrat Dr. Nkrumah D to so nobody, almost nobody will have qualms with that.
Any issues about it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense that your first president, who didn't do it also, it makes sense. But unim, because you said that, besides that, no DNC, for time or changing across sports stadium, the idea of Niger sports stadium. The same NDC used that against Kuffour. I'm about 209. They changed the
They
name
change,
back
they reverse
to
the yeah.
Accra Sports Stadium. So, into a woman says you use and Chromadia, Umbeka Sadana, Manfa, and Clanidian Toso, and Cafono will come up against that, say,
Okay.
and Chroman free crime.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay, Matthew, I say what you are doing.
Me share this no. Adiana Moyan, you've been voted into power to deliver your promises. To Cafono, or Mama now go to Abama, no, and no more man to Amauniano. Deliver your promises to them. They judge these minor staffs. And one of these scandals, baby, bano. And one of these scandals, baby, they are digging, shooting themselves in the foot without even knowing. Say, power, I get it to your head. Sana, yo, your mistake, you cry. I said, boy, you believe so much in your abilities. All start here, we are big cautious. We know debut. But, that game, no far. I'm out for a ball. And some get it to your head that is why you make mistakes, sir. We would
and now you see that power is getting to NDC for trim.
I get it,
and that's why they are making these mistakes.
Exactly. Say ya yo baba o man mu bon sa fe uni asunjia we di really o ban no. Secondly, Kennedy asema ye kan. Sure. So if you also start my back platforms, you'll be an say, yeah, NPP for. We have to be open-minded. So our party more, we be a true party no now we didn't know. So the party if you so truly love the party, through the party now we didn't whoever your court hero is, Alan, Kennedy, Kuffour, you name them. Nanado, a true party no now we didn't know. And he said, say, Tinchina kind, say, I now smash here, and your men, yeah. And you're not, I was saying you have to question your loyalty to the party.
Yeah.
Dear ma, Dr. Bawumia, me, Shana Unidia, how I call President Kuffour and Nanado Hono, or pay homage to all of them, or seek advice and all that, no. Oh, you are, foresee, say, that is why our best Atia campaign feed down on Sam Kuffour more party anymore. They will try to jettison the dreams of because Atia Obama was flag bearer. You are not yet the president.
Yeah, undu baby akra.
Yes. You are moving to him.
So you suggest say Bawumia baby I want trying to bring people together. But how about Ken? Ken as well.
No, sir, Ken. And Kuffour, whether they'll be in positions, they'll be holding positions. Now, say, what should Nippon say? Nippon will stand in your way between you and your victory. Kick the person out, show the person the exit. Man, Nippon because in as much as we're seeking for unity, no, and no, Biana, a play agenda, no, so.
Okay.
Obi or Benjamin, so about bro. And say, my last one, Kennedy. Oh, the only you see, we need more crash now. There are two islands no. If Kennedy is, I'm not saying he's not smart. If he's smart enough politically, because a jump now will be saying how long? There are two. Been a year island. He believes so much in the hype. Say, Mason, if he had been a time. Or then Bawumia Kopria. This time, no, he could have, stood a chance. Kobeba, Say okoya say oh ama otie ne nkrofo so much say oh there be na party minim say lady no beka say o ka say there na Bawumia there ba and there na it is the excuse my friend the dumbest question I've ever heard in a political
No,
platform
but
because
I think that's a legitimate goal. What's he bringing to the table? Say he was a candidate before. We're marketing the position here. They know what he meant, and they still rejected him 2024. So her question is, all by 2028, what is he bringing to the table?
history has taught us say any party no can be an lady no party no on here because obia wako obia first time obia no never gain power.
Okay.
Never gain power.
But it's still fair to ask the question, say, what is he adding again to his bid in
If you are
returning?
judging him by virtue of his campaign during the delegates election now, you are wrong because then no national elections no cool. Delegates election, we are missing the two because the woman said Kennedy said you no back so Berulia through the vote no the baby.
Okay.
It will be he's a different person. Power no, so woman assume position now. Who assume we are now who say, "Hey, only amount for now able really might know."
Okay.
And now what you say autocratically, the 50 and then the feelings of the say, people will be advising you.
Okay.
And more so often, and no, you are criticizing harshly, Diana, and deliver. History has taught us that. Steph, you made us a
Yo, Mr. Medasi baby. Bra Michael, way you know, o camera ne ko ba ma mi fa Nana. Good evening.
Good evening, Auntie Fia. Me pacho to me kan.
Mbacho to kan very loud and clear pa.
Okay. Me try follow program we pa. Nyami shaw any nyama pa we. I think that the last time I joined your program was during COVID time. I check. Yeah, me kasa free Liverpool.
Okay, great.
Honestly, time I want more campaign, Kene Bawumia campaign near the NPP. Na yemubia e follow fine. But say we share trend Ken the trend of campaigning now. Now I quite say general election campaigning style be na OUC. Into be share Ken na obe who say a lot of youth ne market women ne outsiders no buy into Ken ideas because of Juma ni kronum ne adie and he's promising so about the Juma ne adie beba. Well, for my knowledge, I need some education. Young funny say, I'm out for a say, Ken kwa abia content cra obelusu nom ne adie. It is likely, but young funny say, Ken ape credible people. So okay, muntin si fem na munye survey mame. Na me say a family a very strong for me. Say me call content cra me wini. Na say in fact survey neighbor out. Na say a betre say okay grounds near solid amount even though party for na delegates kakra no empewa a firm for ni de omopel. Na say sa research no very credible. Don't you think say Ken Etin who no kwa obe winning and even at all if say when we need krana obe cause big damage ama your friend is saying ama NPP for no. So inti omo ka say Ken betimi akwa obetimi opeso akwa onko na ontimi nko na fine kusi it is neither here nor there. Nipa no so aka say yes na we nim no edoso and nobody knows what is going to happen whether he is planning to do such a thing or not no obi ani ni team obehwe Ken demeanor why a little bit slow and mindful of enyemebia or keka senya meka no ti ase nti for now ne de obi ani ne wo Ken team se wahu obi ani ne wo Ken team sisi a nti no ne be kan sa Abronye nom ne ade no mototo ayampia left and right no they should tone down a little bit because Ken free ma in fact ebe ha party no se wahu Ken free ma in fact NPP ebeye very down into
True.
Well, this is what I want to say.
Nana mama no wasi bebre me that's papa. It's true. Ken a major asset. And already don't forget say Alan a free mo. I'm on the hopes in ne ade nyina ko and hopes is pissing in seriously. And this program for Madwin ko bibi so anu fire. And this a kind to call no the squad na the supporters no kwa. A domson near political party, a domson out the better power, or the winning power, and especially when some MPP is operating at a deficit, having lost about 2 million votes in 2024, and to be able to gain those 2 million votes in back and to get more so that you can win 2028, it's a lot of work. And at this point, this is not the time calling for blast so you can go to where you can go. No, this is the time you bring everybody on board. And baby Bawumia starting a year, you bring President Kuffour because on Kasa and Kuffour will influence. You bring Nana, you bring all those elders so that they can convince Kennedy and convince Brian Champo, because they say you can't dismiss Brian Champo too. Almost 40,000 votes. The guy has a following. And he said, one sheni ye no one for now ben ho no to of call with tiny delegates no moto abamana. That's also a big thing. So it's not just Ken, it's about everybody who participated in the elections. And for that matter, MPP grassroots voting, because like I'm saying, you need a strong opposition, because MPP never holds a say and the ejija. From the grassroots, I go structure and yejuma. They need a very strong party if they're going to get anywhere. For now, they are not going anywhere. We say 2028, Abano and now, MPP will not win. Yeah, turn on there, they will not win. They themselves know. Say having lost all those votes, no munya it's difficult. Mr. Boache, Oba in the way you need to call here so many times. But I say, baby, I'm patching what to say. And that's why you name I don't know why. Yeah, I use a laptop and I don't know. I'm saying, oh, in a ma. Saka say, baby, yeah, ma, still a ma. Last Monday, we try now, I don't know why I know yes, and that's why yes, I know. Fache still I ma, ma fache me. You better fix it. For next week. Now wait to me. I can't also asem. But George Bafo see if ya so or catch and conform them conform fire or see so you people just need honorable Ken and I say. Mofo say adwumanti na oba na oye donkey na mpesa mutena ne so ana asesen ono so kanisa abrantia ba ko se mayem bezi second mbra na se Bawumia mba based on tribe enye fine sa de na nkofo ye is not the best. Alex say placing names on monuments say Kotoka International Airport is not only about celebration but it's also about preserving history and remembering events. Why even cool leaders may have monuments as a historical records. Okay, onosona sem say the fact say Kotoka aye cool da no nkyere say o see eyi ni din because and also it's also to teach history. Na sema ono so kan eno Franco also say well spoken pa o kan ba na edu asema o de ebaye no Emmanuel Saka say if it doesn't matter Ken no obetna on no MPP will never die ono so na sema no Franco also say delegates no bebre so ye jobless. Ken also knows say delegates are jobless people in a way into no campaigning on jobs and say delegates so moto mana da actually almost benya adwuma etumi aye. Father is high, but sister, if you are this MPP administration, they think say we are talking out of pain for Ken, but here they are balancing in 2028. That's why we are warning them. So munya they are ne more train ma 2028 in months. In fact, last Monday no any Ken supporters in the MPP for no Bawumia ko for ni be clash pan. So one straight last Monday. Let me just do
good person.
Quick reminder.
I'm telling you today, MPP, I mean MPP very strong. Sebi wo be dimbo asembo party no more. You be sansu, you be you way free mu. We are building a political party. We are not building Canada Paul. Upon the party, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
The men can the party be affecting one kasa lancha man ti ko na mari report yi.
Sidefia alamati of free mu no ya report o. Vote be onya e.
The any vote awanya obi on my vote pe o be same party no ni parliament.
Sidefia hold on. Samu kase mo mini mu nya agenda. General Lawrence, are you not to attend this party?
Nti.
Ama silence no. Kono do afre NDC mu.
Na o silence NDC no say affect NDC until last election you mu win yo.
Bibia affect NDC. Aya let's not call am lose here. Let's for the fact here.
Okay yo.
We have Canada Japan. We lose several elections in Ghana. We have Canada Japan. We lose several collection. We lose several elections in Ghana. One lose, we should stop all this analysis. Canada Japan. I know about party no more. She said,
okay, lawyer can be actual. Lawyer then also catch so microphone. Lawyer saw microphone. Lawyer saw microphone. Where do my mic no?
Right, Michael. Ye na ye buy no ye cancer near Ghana for in Abu Badri or more. MPP mema kase enimanim ya no nka enda na china na within a week omuhu kan ne nkrofo no se ne ombe ya ombeka no mo bo adwe
we are not begging nobody.
Dabi.
We are building a political party. Upa joining, Upa joining. Nobody cares.
Dabi.
We
need people.
Hold on. Stay here.
In political party, you need human beings.
No, lose what you didn't buy bio.
You need in politics.
Hold on. Jayama Kuffour. Jayama Kuffour. Yabama Bawumia. Obeko 3 times. Say 3 times obeko. You didn't call. Mahama contract for good 8 years. And this is for the nearby. Obey power momo. Tama Akufo ba. Yeti kai sebebre on your president da. On timi wini. Or yetia. Or say. Or wini. Mahama. Oh, obey atuna diasu. On timi mbabiom. On timi nyase. Or contract for 8 years. And this is for the nearby. Or wini.
And 2 person calling Canada Japan bluff say he can go to hell.
He can go to hell. Nobody cares. We are building a political party. We are not building Canada Japan.
Wrong.
Nobody cares.
Wrong.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Dabi.
Musi Abronye did you be at them? Abronye did you be at them?
Yeah, but I'm saying now over the last couple of years, oh, second idiot be at them, on the
Hold on. What was that video? No.
Old videos.
Debbie. Give it here. Timmy John Fabomia, a liar. What was that video?
You're saying at him, did you know your description?
Oh, no.
Well, I was having me fancy and I can see a DH but so NPP for no Bawumia and Casasi or Unity on the Opobia on board. And Ken has also indicated, say, Uncle baby, until mom can no vote, no. Omunye fancy and this has been just patch. I said I'm come production team ni na Mr. Kojo Hansen and a LED team they did DOP di bedi akona answer and a DJ all black. Nyakopon yard man next week we have another big show on the honorable Prez Kuffour in internet no man problem till the went to me and join. But Nyakopon yard man next week we'll be here with another I said yes so Nyakopon here so no ma ya hoden nkwatente said e ba e bekoso edition no Abronye. Thank you and good night. Thank you. Good night.